And we are back. Sorry for that weird lull. I had just an audio issue. We were coming in a bit weird. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Magic the Dungeoning, Season 2, Toxiq Echoes of War. We are on Episode 11, Session 3 of this arc, if I do recall. We had some bullshit going on last session. And the bullshit train isn't quite at the station, so prepare for more acid rain in your future forecast.
Especially because I got a bone to pick with you.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Can't complain yet, except for the fact that the Cauldon that's at the bottom of the screen for the stream is not me.
Oh, yes, I did realize that. So guess who lost access to Photoshop? Me. Don't worry, I just have to resubscribe to Photoshop and, do it again.
Resubscribe to Photoshop.
I am a legal payer of Adobe Suite for the purposes of video and editing.
Allegedly.
Yes, Adobe has
it's
my
cool
card
to role
information.
Play a pirate. It's not cool to be one.
Legally, they can't say anything as long as I say that I have legally purchased Adobe Photoshop at some point within this lifetime. Yeah, of course.
Damn
Anyway, it's been a while since we played because we've had a lot going on. We did tease this during our dungeon delving, which, hooray, dungeon delving's back. Will's got a show on this network.
Yeah.
Channel.
Network.
Network.
Soon to be picked up by channel WOTC.
In your dreams.
Bitch, I have a commander card now. Don't even.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how I want to start the session. We have a commander card. Our lovely friend, Katie Combat, myself.
As I promised during the dungeon delving, I'm going to talk with the other guests, allow them to reveal their own cards. But as what's going to happen next Sunday, Commander Subclass is coming back, and I'm going to be joined by Katie Combat, Alex Arnett of Trivial Encounters, and MJ of Cardboard and Quarantine Podcast. I believe I have that right. MJ, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose, I promise you. We are doing created commanders, and there's only one person I could bring to the tabletop for my deck. And Jasper, can you show that off now? The mythic rare for the set would be Cauldon, Paradox Defiant.
Do I have it?
I sent it to you on Discord, so I hope so.
No, I mean, do I have the thing for this? I don't have the frame for this. This is going to be a bit jank for a second.
That's okay.
Just put
Pop
it
it up
put
on
it on
screen.
the overlay over our faces. Who cares?
Yeah. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Put it over top of me. Who cares about me? Danny, you're talking and we can't hear you. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Heard you now.
Am I on open mic? Oh, I am on open mic. Let me change that.
This is where we are.
Quick vamp for me. I need to find the folder it's in because I put it in a very specific place.
We're vamping. I just finished my coffee. I'm awake now.
Huge shout out to Katie Combat, who built the frame for it. I was back and forth about what frame Cauldon should be in, and we had decided on the Modern Horizons 2 sketch frame.
Yep, there it is.
Which Modern Horizons is about like legends throughout time and lost to time. So perfect.
It's now covering your face.
Yes, so Cauldon Paradox Defiant is 2 white, red, green for a 4 loyalty. Legendary Planeswalker Cauldon. God, that's weird to say. When Cauldon Paradox Defiant enters the battlefield and at the beginning of each of your upkeep, if you do not control an Echo creature token, create a 1/1 white Echo creature token with Vigilance and Reach. +1, a creature you control gains your choice of Vigilance or Reach until the start of your next turn. If you control an Echo, it gains both instead. This represents Cauldon using his echo to help somebody fight, which was like his bread and butter. So it being his plus made a total amount of sense. His -3, which we wanted to encapsulate him being a protector, I think we nailed down really well, which is put a shield counter on each of up to 3 non-land, non-Cauldon permanents. I can't believe we had to write those words. They gain hexproof until end of turn. This just represents Cauldon being in the way, protecting him to his fullest, and doing what he does best. The ultimate is something we fought back on a lot.
There was a much more broken version of this card.
And make it Cauldon. Yeah, but the fair version that we came up with is, this is the fair version, is -7. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, create a token copy of each non-land permanent you control. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. So this represents Cauldon using his time powers to pull out everybody's full potential and swing through for an alpha strike. I'll build the deck list when I can. I can tell you it is a Naya tokens deck.
Naya tokens
Cauldon
deck.
works really, really well with tokens.
Never heard of that one before, bro.
Right. A big base of it is the Cabaret precon.
It's
So,
the
I can
Cabaret.
tell you
It's
that
the Called Ready precon.
It's
Once again,
Cauldon is finally ready precon.
once again, we'd like to thank our good friend Katie Combat for the amazing illustration of the altar on the altar of the altar that we worked on.
And this is I also love that the the set code for it is TXQ for Toxiq.
That was a me thing. I did that.
Oh, you did do that. Okay. I thought that was Katie. So yeah, there you go. There is Commander number 1. And maybe at the end of this, I'll reveal just the name of one of the other commanders, one of the other absolute shenanigans I have to deal with.
But anyway,
Yes.
other than that, let's play D&D first.
Been
Who would like to give a
delaying.
recap?
I was stabbed a lot.
You were.
I was stabbed by Phyrexian, by a Phyrexian, by a Phyrexian, and my brother, who is also a Phyrexian.
Danny, you're not coming through. Dan, not coming through.
Dan, you're not getting
We're
ready.
self-muted now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
I put myself back on mute when I was switching things over. Is he really still your brother if he's been completed upon completed upon completed?
Yes,
Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
because the exact words he said as he did it were, "I didn't want to do this. I don't know why I'm doing it."
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
He still has his thoughts and feelings. He doesn't want to stab me, but something deeper is making him.
Oofa doofa.
And Jasper is doing Phyrexians very well. One of the main things that we've learned throughout this storyline is that Phyrexians keep their personality and they keep their attachments. They will do what they have to for the sake of the machine orthodoxy. I'm sorry, Gix's royal guards.
Gix's Royal Guard. But yeah, I had you make a wisdom save last session, correct?
I failed miserably.
It seems that anytime we have some time shenanigans going on, you happen to fail miserably.
Say again?
I think she's talking to the DM specifically, so it doesn't 100% matter.
Oh yeah, that's my caps key. May I have a reaction, DM?
When we get to it, but first we have Blueski. Let's have a look inside the shard, as we'll pick up from within the perspective of another Cauldon.
Cool.
Can I describe what this Cauldon's feeling?
Sure.
So if this were like
You
a
gotta switch
show,
to the screen.
Already did. I'm not lacking this time.
he did.
Oh,
there.
all right.
I ain't lacking no more.
If this were a show, and they cut to this screen. Like they cut to everybody's reactions, and it's like, uh-oh, like, oh shit. Like Cauldon on the outside's like, as he's got like a rapier coming out to his back. This one,
you just witnessed
rage.
Your brother impale your altered self through the chest, betraying all of the notion you had. How are you feeling, buddy?
Through unadulterated rage and tears, Cauldon looks at Mullen and says, "Did you know?"
You look back and you see Mullen as shocked as you are. Taking a few moments to gather himself, he's like, "That explains why I haven't been able to beam down to anyone. Oh my gosh. Oh my me."
He turns around and starts slamming on the crystal, screaming Holmes at the top of his lungs.
This causes Mullen to jump down from his seat for the first time. He says, "Careful, careful, careful, careful. Remember, we can't let... If you break anything in here, it's going to shatter the fabric of space and time. I don't know what's going to happen if you do. Let's just..."
I push him away, and I say, "My consciousness, right?" And I grab the crystal and pour everything I am into it.
On the other side, I'd like everyone else to roll initiative.
What?
Starting off strong. And you got higher than me.
Starting off strong.
Sean said to roll for him. Sean's a little under the weather, just a little, but he's persevering. 'Cause he's a boss.
13.
Seren, what speed action would you have taken? I didn't forget.
Oh, what was my reaction? I was asking before about his wisdom save.
Oh yeah, sure. You can take a reaction to that.
Cool. Silvery barbs.
That's for an enemy.
Oh, is that... You can see a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself that succeeds on an attack roll ability. Oh wait, you're right. My apologies. Never mind.
I appreciate that though. I saw where the thought was going, and I appreciate it.
I don't know if my wheel or woe would help.
I don't think so. I think I'm just taking damage from this.
Yep.
Speaking of which, what happens to me before that?
As the rapier pierces your body,
ominous. Holy shit.
you feel yourself slow down in time as you see the rest of you witness now with shocked faces. Holmes seem to move faster, quicker as time whirls around him. Cauldon, until the start of Holmes' next turn, you lose 10 movement speed.
Did he get slow on me?
That's okay. We're both thinking the same thing there. I'm like, wait, did he just use slow as a motherfucker?
Merric, you're up first. You see from across the yard.
Shank him.
You see this person named Cauldon get stabbed by what was presumably his sibling. How do you respond?
Hang on, let me make sure I'm measuring that correctly. Fucker? Okay, yeah, I guess I am measuring correctly. Yeah, it's being weird. Okay, I can get there.
Sypha also with the 6, I love it.
I may not trust him, but Merric, with the way he's treated anyone who he's a part, like, in a group with, no hesitation.
Fetch.
Right there.
Continue.
Oh, we're gonna have
I just
words.
get stabbed. The 2 words out of Cauldon's mouth is son, bitch.
Also, before I continue, Cauldon, you're going to take 8 piercing.
Okay, that's not too bad. I can math. It is. There we go.
All right, my what?
Cauldon is bloodied.
All right then. Yeah, I'm swinging a Holmes.
All right, go ahead and make an
I
attack roll.
did not need to run out with advantage.
A 22 is gonna hit.
Oh, thank God. Let me hang on. Let me take off advantage off my swing real quick. Sorry. Oh, wait, no. Malgon's there. I would actually have advantage. What am I saying? Sorry, my screens are all mixed up right now.
It's cool. Do what you gotta.
Trying to get everything situated. 13?
Is that still fire? Is that fire damage?
Yeah, it's still fire damage on him.
All right, so as you run up, slashing into Holmes, you see part of his flesh scratch off. You feel your axe grunt up against something metallic.
Not axe sword.
I have the axe.
Sword. My bad.
Yeah, well, I don't have.
Cauldon and Malgon have axes.
If
Sorry.
I had Safagi, I would be okay with this.
Sorry, I was still in Safagi mode. Your sword
Dude, I
scrapes
know
against
that's
something
fair.
steel within Holmes' what you thought was a fleshy body. Anything else for you, Merric?
Second attack.
Fair enough.
Okay, come on. Well, you want a 12 or a 12?
Does an 18 hit?
So you strike back with your first sword, and then you see Holmes' free hand come up, and you position it in front of your sword, slowing your swinging arm fast enough for him to duck out of the way.
18 does not hit. All right, good to know. That's all I got, I believe. A bonus action.
Bonus action, third attack.
Oh, yeah. Could do that. All right, yeah, bonus action, third attack. Look it. That doesn't hit. Nope. Not even gonna worry about it.
Not gonna worry about it.
Actually, shocking enough, 11 does hit.
All right.
That's all I got. Well, it's not my turn anymore. I'm gonna get my screens situated so I can freaking handle this better. I'm usually better than that.
Also, Shannable, thank you for the 100 bits.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, on his turn, Holmes is first going to pull the rapier out of Cauldon's torso. And then he's going to make an attack against Merric, Cauldon, and Malgon. Starting with Merric.
All right.
Sorry.
Reaction.
Reaction.
Yeah. I saw the blood maledics.
Oh, wait, hold on. Who's he swinging at?
Me.
Merric.
Reaction.
Don't. Dude, I can defend myself.
No. You have your reaction first, and then I've got a reaction after you.
Merric on the stack.
Yeah, pretty much.
On the
On attack, yes.
Listen,
So two reactions
actually,
two
if
reactions.
we were running by MTG rules, Cauldon would go first now.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
hang on.
I will allow Merric to resolve first.
Merric has
before I make it.
priority.
Yes, Merric took priority.
Okay. I'm just reading. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm reading the rule
Oh,
just
the
to make
eyeless?
sure. Yeah, Blood Curse of the Eyeless. So I can basically let Jasper roll, but before he says what it is, I have to make that decision. I can't metagame.
All right, yeah. I have not
So-
declared if I hit yet. I've just declared that I've attacked. So
Yeah.
what's the thing?
I'm gonna amplify it. So I roll a Hemocraft die and deal damage to myself. It'll affect all his attack rolls. So, Blood Curse of the Eyeless, let me just share this in the chat.
No creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll. You can use your reaction to roll one Hemocraft die, subtract the number rolled from the creature's attacks. You can use this feature after the creature rolls, but before they determine whether the attack roll succeeds. The creature is immune if it is immune to blindness.
Yep.
If you apply this curse to the creature's attack rolls until the end of the turn.
Yep. So I'm going to roll my Hemocraft dice, which is a d6, and he is going to subtract 3 from all his attack rolls going for the rest of this turn.
Shit.
And then...
Oh
since I
no,
did-
it says you roll a new Hemocraft die for each affected attack.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So amplify, you take 3 damage and -3 off the first attack. Then when he does the
Okay.
second attack, you'll roll a new die. So you
Okay.
can roll higher or lower.
Okay, so it's -3 on me then. So I will knock my 3 health.
Reaction.
All
Seeing
right.
that they're helping me. Sentinel. He attacked somebody other than me. I'm making an attack against him.
All right.
I just want to say Sean said in the chat about something about his battle song.
He still has his
Wait.
blade song active.
Okay. Don't know if that helped us at all, if that was just a him thing.
Yeah, like
It's a him thing.
Cauldon screams out at Holmes.
Oh, that's a
Nat 20!
Of course, then the DM rolls for you.
Thank you for the free roll 20.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay.
Eight damage.
Nice.
This Cauldon hits harder. You stabbed him, Cauldon whirls around and just slashes him across the chest, going, "Who else?" And, like, I imagine he pushes him back and he's just like, "What about mom and dad?"
Give me an insight roll. As he makes an attack against you now.
I'm too blinded by rage.
all right. With the reaction with the Humorcraft, I am going to roll another d6.
All right.
E minus is 4 off this attack.
Won't matter.
Oh, who was this one against?
You.
Did he get a crit?
You shout this out to him, Cauldon, and you get no response, as you can't read his face with this flurry of motion as he comes in to attack you. It's going to be a critical hit, -4.
Silvery barbs.
It's going to be a 19 on the die,
Okay.
and I need you to make a wisdom save.
And since I silvery barbs that one thing, I'm giving you the die scruff.
I'm gonna use that immediately.
You lose another 10 movement speed.
Okay, so a grand total, I'm -20.
Yes, until the end of your next turn.
Why do I feel like that's gonna be an issue?
And as he hits you again, you see him get even faster.
He's taking my time away from me.
Specifically your speed.
Okay. How much damage did I take from that?
You're going to take 9 piercing.
Okay.
And then third attack on Malgon.
Just 1.
Oh my god, I can't fucking miss, mate. Should I wait for him
The
to get
character
back?
that Jasper would most jive with out of my siblings is the one who's kicking our ass.
Yeah, why
Holmes
not?
would absolutely be Grixis.
I'm like walking in the room as you ask if you should wait for me.
Oh yeah. Get back here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, sorry. I was when I mentioned the blade song, I'm mentioning that I have the plus
Also,
3 AC.
by the way, his movement speed is 0 now.
His movement speed?
Guys, I can't
Holmes
keep.
is-
Guys, I can't keep silvery barbing things. I only got 1 slot left.
It's fine. We got this.
Just don't let the DM roll any more crits. Simply.
So, just as a heads up,
Oh,
I
never
did
mind. Never mind. That wasn't an opportunity attack. Never mind. His speed's fine.
That's going to be, Sean, against you. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, you're going to take
Just a little bit.
8
Fucking
piercing,
hell.
and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
How much piercing?
8 piercing on Sean. On Malgon.
My reaction.
Malgon, you lose 10 movement speed.
Fantastic. So I'm back to normal movement speed.
And then... Let's see, action... We got movement. Oh, actually, Holmes is going to then slow down and then take another action. As I need everyone to make a... Well, not everyone,
God
actually.
Damn.
Actually, he's going to cast a spell with his action. Next action.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
As he
We
raises
are
his hand...
facing a chronomancy wizard.
As
Sorry,
he raises
everybody.
a hand, and he
My family's fucking
has
broken.
three.
Counter.
I heard counterspell.
Counterspell.
Oh,
Just
good.
from the toilet. Just from the toilet. I imagine just counter spell.
I kind of wanted to hear the description, but
Too risky.
I'm gonna do a first level one because I secretly want this spell to go through.
All right, go ahead, roll it.
Well, all right. That spell goes off. Apparently,
Alright,
Sean didn't tap the correct amount of mana.
He raises his hand, and you see this whirl of time around him as you see three more of him seem to occupy the same space.
Oh man!
Okay.
Nah,
he
shit, he
casts
can't beat your
mirror
image,
image.
doesn't he? Damn it! How the fuck do we stop this?
And then he is going to use his movement, or his bonus action, to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That brings
Jasper,
it to
do I get any
Farrah.
sense from the crystal?
Where the fuck did he go?
He ran away like a.
Like a bitch.
I would say like a bitch, but like the fact is, this is how he would be taught how to fight by our family. He's a scrappy dude.
Well, I can't see him, right?
You do track the location. This is location. He did seem to run behind a pillar in this direction.
So if you stepped out like over here, you should be able to see him.
Yeah, well, 2-step this way. And I throw the knives at him.
All right, make an attack.
I don't get sneak attack or advantage, right?
Not at this moment.
Damn. That's okay.
He is
Roll
also
that,
under
though.
the effect of mirror image current.
18?
Did he run away? I'm confused.
He did.
Yeah. 18, does that hit?
So let me read exactly how mirror image works real quick. Each creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration. Roll a d20.
Me?
Me.
No.
No, the DM.
Oh.
So you hit an image.
If the
Wait, hold on.
the attack would target one of his mirror images, and an 18 does not hit. Oh wait,
What?
wait,
Why?
no, the attack's gonna hit the image.
I was gonna say. It's a lot of decks.
Yeah. Nope, it would hit the mirror image. And now he's down to 2.
What? I don't understand what's happening. What?
So,
Why
mirror
did
image-
you-
Cast any spell that created 3 copies of him. Your knife hit one of the copies. You didn't hit him.
He's casting the Pokemon move Double Team, so there are like several of him hiding behind this pillar, and you're like, you hit one of them, and it was the wrong one.
Okay, let's see.
Now he's down to 2 images.
And himself. But
And himself, but like, I think that's worth worrying about, maybe.
if he transforms into a fucking phyrexian like creature, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Okay. I'm just trying to like read if anything like that I can do counteracts that.
Fireball.
I mean, yeah, fireball. What do you?
Well,
What are the odds that
no
the
crap.
what are the odds that that he has evasion?
She's an investigator. Is there any way she could use like her perception to see past which one it is?
Well, it says dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks relying on sight.
That wouldn't
Well,
help here,
You're
unfortunately.
not relatively
dim-
well
It's not a dim light situation.
This is there are
Magic
multiple
spell.
bodies and you chucked at one of them and it happened not to be a real body.
Well, I mean, can I make a check to see if I know what the real one is?
The check is me rolling the d20.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm reading the mirror.
Spell.
God, I hate that spell.
Yeah, mirror image is. I'm reading it right now, and damn.
I have it.
It's really great if you're the wizard who's using it who doesn't want to be
Yeah.
hit.
It's the really great if you're a battle mage.
There is counterplay.
Jasper,
Yeah?
am I down to 10 feet of movement speed or 20?
What was your starting movement speed?
30
You're down to 10
until his next turn.
until the end of your turn.
Oof.
At least you didn't hit 0. That one's spicy.
Yeah.
What happens if your movement speed hits 0?
Oh, well,
I think it's a special effect.
get hit, find out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just try to do the off soul knife, I guess. Well, 10.
10's just gonna miss entirely.
Yeah, so, yay.
You do the fake out feint. You actually throw the knife like way off, hoping he'll jump into it.
Right. But, I mean, that's all I got.
It's like using a car to hunt a deer.
A whole boatload of nothing.
Okay, I'm sure the enchantment
Oh,
mage does
right,
something.
before I continue, Malgon, take a free turn because you rolled a 23 on initiative.
Oh.
So you'll take a turn now and then take a turn after Cauldon.
Okay.
I was hoping
I'm
you wouldn't roll
wondering-
really high.
I'm wondering if Merric's nose actually could get around that.
I know one way to get around it.
AoE
I
spells.
just fucking hit him enough times to make him dissipate.
You have minus 10 movement speed, I would remind you.
I also have plus 10 movement speed.
So, yeah. I was designing this boss and I was like, man, Malgon's either going to be a hard counter or like...
Not too diddly dick.
It's gonna turn into like that it's gonna turn like, you know, in Dragon Ball when all the characters are like watching all the 2 best fighters like go super speed and they're like, I can barely follow their movements.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Ooh. What's the DC?
16?
All right, so he is frozen in space, vibrating incredibly fast enough to create 2 after images. So you'll have advantage on hitting him if you can find out which one he is.
And if I didn't place myself in a place where I couldn't hit him. That's
Yeah.
okay. This is why we have crossbows. Oh wait, I don't have the bonus action, I don't think.
He is restrained.
Can I throw a skinning knife at him?
Use your action to cast a spell, unfortunately, no.
I was kidding.
I know. Just trying to be consistent.
Oh yeah. Hold on, trying to read. Ah, here it is. Would you say he's within 10 feet of me?
I would say he is within 15.
That's fair. No, I'm done.
All right. Sypha is going to take an action, seeing this confusing nonsense. She's still concentrating on Bless. Yes, although it wouldn't have changed much. So far.
It wouldn't have affected anything with me. I wasn't blessed.
I was.
About to say same.
Might have affected my movement speed.
I think
It
it was the
was-
best, but I can't remember what
It was
was.
Merric, Farrah, and Seren.
Wait, oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was Farrah. Regardless.
Oh.
Regardless.
Someone run it back.
Farrah and
Yes.
Seren.
That's too much time right now.
She's actually going to cast... no, that would be weird. That wouldn't be weird. She's gonna attempt to cast, you're already hold personing him. I think she'll ready an action. to cast a spell. Seren?
What you thinking, Dan?
Danny, I think you're muted for us.
She's moving 30 feet this way. And how can I do an insight check on Cauldon to see how he's looking?
Sure.
How bad does he look hurt?
He looks pretty hurt, but more concerning. It's as if Cauldon is moving at a reduced speed, almost if like slowed by magic. You can see him motioning over to chase after Holmes, but it's languid.
You also see a mixture of hurt and pain in his face that is emotional on a lot of levels. He also looks like he's thinking about something. It smells like popcorn.
She did assume that. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that can unfreeze you, so I'm going to leave that to the wizard.
I got it. You don't.
What she's going to do?
Time, dude.
What she's going to do instead, she's going to raise her staff to the ceiling, and there's going to be a beam of light that appears and then gets bigger and bigger and envelops all of the brother. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
All right, go ahead.
Personally, one of my favorite spells.
If it's a dex save, he fails.
I believe it's a con save.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well.
And I'm going to cast that at 3rd level.
Ooh,
Send a
Seren ain't
message,
playing
why
no
don't
games.
you?
Just roast the shit. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my lord!
26 points of damage.
And I do want to point out he is currently being held magically.
it's a con
Will he
save.
Fail. Fuck. Con save.
He'll succeed on the con save, but he'll take 26, 13.
13.
Do you guys remember if I did Wheel or Woe?
Ooh.
Wheel, you were able to help us.
Damn. Do I use my very last silvery barbs of the night?
It's
I mean, it's just
I
that
would-
damage.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a lot of damage. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there.
Also, doesn't it reveal his true form?
Yeah, that's another thing. I want to see his true form.
So
If
the
he has
moonbeam comes down. And it burns away what remnant of flesh he was wielding on his body, revealing
I'm gonna
This.
call out, "Show yourself, creature!"
Oh boy.
Holmes.
I don't even understand what I'm looking at.
That is Holmes phyrexianized.
That's his
Well,
true form.
Okay, I understood that part. Oh, the spell is what's confusing me.
Oh, yeah. Moonbeam reveals his true form.
or in this case, just uses radiant light to burn away the layer of skin he had on top of himself, Terminator style.
But yeah, she's
So
going to
when-
blast it. So it's half. So if he succeeded, it's half of 19.
Half
Which-
of plus 7. So 26 divided by 2 is 13.
It's 13.
13 damage.
Yes.
And she's just going to concentrate like that and hold it there. And that's going to end my turn.
It's a 10-foot radius sphere?
I think it's a 5-foot radius.
A 5-foot radius, 40 feet high, and it gives off dim light.
Fair enough.
Are you centering it on him, or are you gonna?
I'm centering it directly on him.
That means I can't attack him.
Are you
same
planning
for
on
me.
running in there?
I did.
We're
So
like
do
all
I.
melee fighters.
Then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll do that.
Cauldon, your move.
Do I do the
mean-
thematic thing? Or do
mean,
I do
You gotta do what you gotta do.
cool
Like,
thing?
that is your choice.
Realistically, Jasper, with everything going on, do I have enough strength to hold him back?
You know, make a charisma saving throw. I'm like,
This is gonna go
yeah, you know?
badly. Nope.
To be fair. You gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
We really are. We really
Tiger?
are the same person.
Ty goes to the player?
No, Ty always goes to the defense.
No, I know. I'm making a sports joke.
You're barely holding him back. You can feel something trying to burst from within, but you don't know how if it'll help you or just complicate things. You hold it a standstill for now.
Okay. With him like coming out, I know I need to act fast. So as a bonus action, I will use psi-empowered leap, or time jump, as I'm calling it. I gain a flying speed until the end of my turn, equal to twice my movement speed.
20.
So I have a 60-foot flying speed.
Well, your current movement speed is 10.
Yeah, so you get 20 feet of movement right now.
It doesn't say my
Which
current
is-
movement speed. It says my movement speed.
Your
Okay.
movement speed is your current movement speed, though.
Shut up, Sean. Help me.
No.
So close.
I didn't want to burn both my abilities to do the thing, but I'll do it because it's cool, and B, it's fine. So I will use a combination of psi-empowered leap and telekinetic movement. And basically, I will allow myself to gain a flying speed equal to twice my movement speed, and then use my brain to propel me up to 30 feet. So I'll fly around the corner, and then I see him and time power push myself into him
All right.
as I scream bloody murder flying through the air. By the way, those are both like once per rest things.
You're flying into my moonbeam.
No, just outside of it.
Don't want to reveal Cauldon's true form.
Nah, can you imagine? Turns out he is a phyrexian.
that would be news to me.
You're like, I've
Eric
been
jumps in there.
complete this whole time?
Merric comes in
attack
there,
number
reveals his
one.
form.
Talk about a Hamura Akemi a moment.
Attack number 2.
Mate.
You're also the trauma of you using all of your temporal energy to just throw yourself at him has made you sloppy in this moment. Compensating with the fact that everything else seems to be moving really fast around you, it's just a very awkward moment of desire and need from you.
That's all I got.
At the end of your turn, speed and time to return to normal around you as everything slows down to a speed that you can perceive and react to.
Now you have 60 feet of movement.
No, I don't.
Malgon,
Ooh,
he's back to 30.
The psi powered leap is only till the end of my turn.
I love attacking things, so I'm going to.
Really?
I respect that.
No, you're not.
The light's way too bright. It says it's dim light, but it's like just hit you right there in the iris.
It reflects off of his metal and shines right in the cornea.
That's okay. Normal attack will hit.
Well, attack will
You're not
hit.
wrong.
I will say,
Hey,
since he
I
is
mean, I wouldn't.
You
I
don't
will-
get to booming blame, but you get
I will
to
say,
Oh, wait.
since he is restrained, you have advantage on all attack rolls.
They also.
Oh, should I have
they
also had
all are
advantage on my
automatically
attack
crits
rolls?
because he's paralyzed. Do you want to reroll yours real quick? For
Yeah, we'll just say attack number 1 missed. And then attack number 2. This actually matters a lot.
May.
The flavor
You
still
were just-
stands.
okay,
Oh, cool.
and then I'll just reroll my.
Oh no, you have a booming blade.
Oh, you're saying that the.
The booming blade
the
has
second.
advantage.
Oh, okay. So the 22's for the booming blade.
Yes, it is automatically a
Okay.
crit.
Right. So 6 plus
Nice.
2 plus. And then I'm going to roll 2 more of those. And then I have to roll one of. Okay, so those, it'll take 10 if he moves, which he can't. So that doesn't really matter.
You can just, free him.
And then I'll roll the 2 for the actual damage that's being dealt.
All right.
It's going to be 11 plus 10, so 21.
21 damage right now.
Yes. Some of that's thunder, I think.
Ouch.
Thunder?
Second attack.
Yeah. Second attack, I will make sure to slap advantage on there. This is actually just a battle axe. And I have a 18. Does an 18 hit?
It did not
Barely
before.
misses.
Okay.
Go say.
So then I'm done.
All right.
Fun fact, by the way. On cast of Moonbeam, it doesn't actually do any damage on cast. It does damage at the start of that thing's turn.
Merric, your move. Well, now we have the damage for the start of the turn.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Remember when we learned about how Spirit Guardians works? While
Oh
we were
yeah,
playing,
the way it is worded is worded in a very I can't break this sort of method. However, for that
Which is
reason, it is
kinda
also
good.
templated in a very confusing way.
Mhm.
What's going on, Merric?
I mean,
How it says
I'm a
is
swinging.
until the spell ends, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, which it would have on a turn or starts its turn there. So when it went in there for the first time, when I cast it, it would take damage, and
casted
then when
it
it
on
starts its
top
turn
of him,
again.
though.
Except for
He
that
didn't
doesn't
have
actually
internet.
count.
He didn't walk through the building appeared on him.
Yep. It's stupid.
It is stupid.
It's very stupid.
Also,
Are we sure?
Yes,
he's not restrained, he's paralyzed.
he is paralyzed. Which means he can't take actions or reactions. All he can do is try to save against a spell save DC of...
Don't say DC of bullshit.
a
Malgon's
lot.
is, yeah.
It's only a 16
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah, mine's a 15. I need to get it higher somehow.
Raise your wisdom.
Oh,
What do
that's
you
how
get?
I do it?
Yes.
Yeah, raise the wisdom. What basically, because the spellcasting modifier will always be 10 plus your wisdom modifier and everything, stuff and then your proficiency bonus too, I believe, correct?
8 plus proficiency plus
actually 8.
modifier.
It's 8, not 10. Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking something else. All right, regardless. Swinging. No.
15's not gonna make it.
Nope. Second
What's
swing.
going on?
Oh, that was
Just
Roll
tweaks
12.
us.
a 20 roll.
Close.
A 20 will hit.
That's all right.
A 20 will crit.
That is true.
Roll twice.
Wait, what? That was a
He's paralyzed. Crit.
ah.
Yeah, just roll damage again.
20.
Fun fact: only attacks within 5 feet actually do crit.
Yeah, which is all three of you.
Yeah.
Rogue.
All right then. Yeah. So
Oh,
Is that him?
he's saying that for Shannon. So
Oh.
Saying
because if
before
she
you end
throws the
your turn.
knife,
Oh.
she'll get her.
hang on. Not done.
Not done?
Not done. Not done.
Do it up.
I have something. Just in case this mofo tries this little mirror image bullshit again.
He lost concentration on the moonbeam.
Well, I know, but if he tries it again, I'm doing this. Something I haven't used yet on my class. Brand of Castigation.
Wait, you were talking about this spell like forever ago. You
Yep.
thought you had this in like the first.
No, I got
first
this at
season.
6. Nope, I got this at 6 level.
No, yeah. You thought you had it earlier, and then you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
that's not until 6th level. Now it's
So
here.
basically, when I hit him with a weapon that has the right damage on it, I brand him with a seal, and I know wherever he goes, basically, until I dispel it. I believe he can dispel with a dispel magic roll. Yeah, your brand counts as a spell for the purposes of dispel magic, and dispel's level is equal to half my blood hunter level in that regard. So, and once I use this feature, I can't use it again until long rest, but basically...
Short or long?
Short or long, yeah, sure. Right. But yeah, so if he attacks Cauldon, Malgon, he's going to take a point of damage. It's literally a point because my intelligence modifier is 1. But yeah, if he tries to escape, the hunter's coming for him.
Fair enough.
Unless he dispels it.
On his turn, he is going to succeed on a wisdom save and
the
stop
end of
being
his turn.
paralyzed. Farrah.
Oh, you
What?
mean-
Wait. You said his turn started.
Yes, and then ended.
He takes damage.
Oh yeah.
We already rolled that.
We
That
already
was
rolled
the
that?
damage.
Oh yeah. Okay,
that
so
was
we
the
just took
13.
both rolls from before. Okay.
Oh, I was like, what? What is he doing to me? Oh no, it's my turn.
Oh, you
That
didn't.
purple circle around him is a moonbeam. If you step into that, you will take damage.
You'll take 3d10
I
damage.
I don't need to step into the beam to damage him.
This is true.
It's true.
I mean, second
I'm
verse,
just
same
holding
as the first. Wait, do we even wait? Never mind. Do we have advantage on attack rolls?
Only in not anymore. Well, if you step into the moonbeam, you will.
Well, no.
Listen,
Come
you're
on,
at
go ahead, do
like
it.
49 health.
That'd
You
be
can
fun.
take
I'm
it.
good. 15.
He's gonna juke it.
Why?
Armor class is higher than
He's-
15.
Oh, well.
Because he might be depressed, but he's fast.
60.
Another duck.
Unfortunately, yeah, because I rolled an 18 and I didn't hit him.
I hate everything right now. It's fine.
He's a tough one. He's a wily one.
Whatever.
Like I thought I was wily with dexterity, but damn.
Well, at end step, I'm just gonna cry and refill my drink. So.
Yeah, he a wily one.
On your end step, Sypha can still cast spells as though they had flash.
Oh yes. She readied an action to cast.
I'm gonna step away and use the restroom real quick.
I'm just hoping it's hold person.
Not in her wheelhouse. She's going to cast Confusion.
Ooh.
If he fails this wisdom save. Cypher spell save DC is a bit. Yeah, no, that's a failure from him. Cypher has 20 charisma alone. Then Cypher's gonna take her turn.
What does confusion do?
The spell assaults and twists a creature's mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point that she chooses must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. or be affected by it. An affected creature can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine the behavior for that turn. On a 1, the creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. On a d8, it roll a d8 to assign a direction. From a 2 to a 6, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. At a 7 to an 8, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within reach. If there's no creature within reach, the creature does nothing this turn. 9 to 10, the creature can act and move normally.
I hope that he moves, like, top left, so we can just see him, like, running at the wall.
What did I miss?
You're getting a healing word casted at.
Oh. For how much?
Let's
I'm not
see.
gonna lie. It needs to be a lot.
I finally feel better, by the way.
That's good.
The Chipotle out of your system. You're being healed for
Yeah.
10.
Oh, that and the monster's helping.
Which is odd. Mantra usually is opposite of helping sometimes.
0 sugar ones always help.
That I
Sugar,
can.
carbonation.
So
Yeah, that one I can't
your
argue.
move. He's still on the moonbeam.
Yeah, and that's just concentration to do.
Correct. Would you like to move it?
I don't need to move it because he's just right there.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna shoot a star arrow at him.
Get him.
Kill. Kill.
Do we still have advantage?
No.
Does the 26 hit?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
This time.
It's okay. It was only 6 radiant damage.
Light. That's kind of the same thing as fire,
It burns.
but in a different way.
My brain is making me forget. I only get the one shot, or do I get 2? I'm trying to figure out why I think I get
Your
2.
bonus action is the starbolt.
Oh, that's what it is. Cool. Bonus action starbolt.
All right.
Are you hitting him with guiding bolt?
That's...
Did Danny forget that she could do that? The look
How
on her
many
face
of those
said
I get a
yes.
day? Do I get 3 guiding bolts a day?
One for
What's
free.
your wisdom modifier?
Yeah, you get 3 of those.
Well, fire on fire! A guiding bolt!
You're darn
Guiding
tootin'.
bolt. Do be pretty good.
Well,
You,
all right.
You missed.
Never mind.
Absolute misses.
And we have advantage against the wall now.
You know what? Sean, you got a point. I attacked the wall.
You have advantage. Now that he can move again, he seems to be very good at dodging everything that's not a starbolt. Cauldon,
The miss.
used your bonus for starbolt.
I am completely unaffected by things. And now that he's had a second after using all of his time powers,
Make a charisma save.
I don't need to. Cauldon says, "You're right. This is your brother, not mine." And I let him out.
Are you
If
what?
I can choose the position, I would like him to appear right there.
Didn't
So-
you say it would break time and space?
Within the
Yep,
sphere,
but Cauldon believes in fairness.
Cauldon, you pour all your energy into this fight. You see yourself and your friends get assailed by this monster. You're holding your own, but you need to be out there. You want to finish this. And then the crystal you're pressing up against shatters. The world around you shatters as well. And in a miraculous flash, Farrah, Seren, Merric, Malgon, a thought occurs in a series, a myriad of thoughts occur in your head. The history you know isn't the history you remember as this entity appears before you, shoving Cauldon out of the way to this shade, this echo. And suddenly you realize two concurrent histories. You remember everything about this individual. You recognize this echo. This is Cauldon, your friend. And then you remember what happened to him and why he is no longer here. But somehow
Cauldon cries out. Cauldon cries out. You take back, I get front. And he'll hop over to there, and I'll go here. But due to the way the paradox gem works, this echo grants advantage, does it not?
Correct.
I will take all my attacks with advantage then.
All right.
This one seems to know how to fight, unlike the other echoes that just kind of use Cauldon's actions. This seems not to be an echo of normal ways that you all remember. This seems to have a shred of his humanity in it.
An 18 will
An
hit.
18 doesn't
Well,
hit.
an 18. Oh, wait, no, it's an 18. An 18 does
Yeah.
not hit. His AC is higher than 18.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, and it gets better. I will be using a psionic die. I've got 3 remaining for a psychic strike. Oh, sorry, a time strike. So I'll add an extra D8 plus my intelligence to this attack.
All right.
Just do Psychic Strike because that's a magic card.
Cauldon's isn't supposed to be like psychic
know.
though.
It's like
yeah,
temporal
you,
stuff.
You know why?
He is moving faster and slower, altering his own personal time.
So 6, and then another 4, so 10 total. And as part of that psychic strike, I'm going to use telekinetic thrust. Take a strength saving throw of DC 14.
What happens if I fail?
He goes prone.
He is prone.
This is the control fighter I always needed to be. Action surge. Nope, I'm done with him. So
All right.
then we have still advantage, battle axe.
Lots of
Come
18s
on,
today.
come on!
You're not quite in sync
If
with
his
yourself at
DC's
the
was
moment.
18.
His 18's not 18. Not currently.
I said if it was. If it was, I'd be murdering this guy.
Malgon. You take a moment, a stupefied moment. You know that fighting style. You know that shade. And the first question on your lips is, how?
Do they
The
get
second
like,
thought
overwhelmed
is-
with sadness?
The second thought is, who the hell cares? I'm in a fight, and he's here to help.
Yeah. You're right. No, we don't do the boring things again. I'm not gonna hold person him again.
Seventeen's not
All right.
gonna make it.
I also don't have advantage.
Yes,
Not-
you do. He's prone.
Yes, he
Oh.
is.
I knocked him prone.
So, wanna try that again?
It
I
was a
did
17 or a
roll-
9.
I
Oh,
rolled
damn.
it again.
19 will do it.
Just barely. I did something.
Yay!
He did more than me, and I swung 4 attacks.
Oh. All right.
Oh no, we did equivalent.
I have a bonus action.
Certainly.
I'm going to use my Axguard battle cry.
All right.
Is this a racial feature?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Ooh.
We found out that someone had made a Kaldheim dwarf template, and we really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to whoever that was.
Yeah, whoever that was. You can look it up. I think it's on...
Yep.
I'll have to post it on Twitter at some point. It's actually a really neat compendium about Kaldheim. I hope you don't mind that we, like, took your stuff. But credit will be... Once I find your name, credit will be posted on Twitter. I promise.
So I'm letting out a battle cry since he's within 10 feet of me and can hear me, I assume.
Yeah?
All of my allies have advantage on attack rolls.
Even
So-
that'll be for after he gets up.
Right, and for Farrah.
Yay! Finally. I don't want to go up close to him.
Because if not, Farrah would have disadvantage.
Oof.
Because he's prone.
Jasper,
Oi.
does the Echo have a mouth?
I
Does
would
this
hope
one
so.
This one has lips, although it is silent.
Perfect. Seren, you see the Echo mouth the words. I might be disappointed, but I really missed you guys.
Seren can read lips.
She's stunned.
Wait.
Her
Can
brain
you
is
talk,
kind
can
of-
You,
her
can
brain
you
is
talk
ki-
via minds?
I don't know.
No.
We have not talked about what
Damn
this
it.
Echo is fully capable of.
The Echo, for all intents and purposes, it is a spectral projection. A stand, if you will. It's always been a stand. Malgon, is that everything for you?
Yes, it is.
Merric, on your turn, you see Cauldon get shoved out of the way, emanating from the gem on his chest, this spectral form, strikingly familiar to you. You remember everything, and you remember why you're in this fight in the first place. Take your turn.
All right. Did Merric just process everything? He's like, dispel the right on my sword, sheath them. And Merric is like, well, if we're revealing secrets, it's wolf time.
There's no
Cauldon,
secret
you were
reveal. I knew.
surprised. Yeah, he knew.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know how that's applicable, Seren, but go off.
That was an accidental click. Forget it.
You start speaking Druidic, and all
re-
of a sudden Holmes is like, damn, I didn't know you were chill like that.
I'll have to reactivate my right
Didn't
save.
know you
when
could
next
chill
turn,
like that.
depending if- But regardless.
You transform into a wolf and Cauldon goes, oh, wait, no, that was your secret? Oh.
I'm so surprised.
First attack.
24 will hit.
Yep.
What we need.
8 damage.
It's,
Second attack.
I'm done.
Nice.
7. And
Alright.
then,
Savage attacker.
yeah, Savage Attacker.
Right now, that's
Okay.
Feral Might, my guys.
Huh? No, but
Savage
it's a
attack,
2
you
on the
just reroll
die.
damage. Yeah.
I rolled the damage. So I'm going to uncheck Feral Might. But, yeah, so 9.
Much higher.
Yeah, I couldn't do my bonus action third attack because bonus action to transform.
Yikes.
Actually, I don't think Scythe has ever seen Merric in his wolf form.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, she has because of the first few episodes of season 2.
yeah, no, she saw
Right,
it during
she
the Invisible
has.
Stalker fight. Because she made a comment about, like, oh, as long as we're sharing secrets. Anything else for you, Merric?
No, that's it.
He has to roll a d10. On a 3, what happens, my guy?
Who's
Nothing.
this?
Nothing. He's just on the ground, prone and surprised, his eyes inhumanely wide.
Good.
Great job. Great job, Control Mage.
He also takes 3d10 damage.
Roll it.
I don't know if I mentioned that. Does the Echo take damage too, technically?
The Echo is
'Cause
not a
it's in
creature.
Moonbeam. Oh, it's not a
It's
creature.
not a creature. This version of it can offer advantage.
Ah,
This one's not able to move up and down.
gotcha.
The Paradox
Is it
Gem effectively gives
3d10
me.
plus anything or just 3d10?
Just 3d10.
Okay, okay.
Can he move? No, he can't move. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Good.
Oh, that was so close to its head.
Unfortunately,
It was so bad.
him not standing up means that Farrah only will be rolling normally.
Farrah, your move?
Well, no, she would still roll with advantage because he's
No.
prone still.
He's prone, so he has he
Prone's
has disadvantage.
disadvantage
On
on
ranged
ranged
attack.
attacks.
Oh, range right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Prone can be a good thing if you're fighting archers.
I mean, Farrah, you could come in, gank, and then move out.
Yeah, because you don't take the damage until the end of the turn.
No, it
That's
enters
not-
the first time. Or...
She would take it, but I mean, like a little bit of damage to guarantee that she gets advantage and possibly a crit for a sneak
Oh, yeah.
attack.
Well,
Only
wait,
3d10
can I
damage.
take half of that damage?
It's a con save.
It's a con save, so no.
What?
Only 3d10 damage, not that big a deal.
Only 3. It's either 30 or 3. Somewhere between those
Well,
two.
I have evasion. Can I evade it?
Oh, no, it's a con save, not a dex save.
And unfortunately, your other ability is only against attacks that hit you.
I would just roll normally. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
you could
safer.
just roll normally.
But you
That's
can
true.
take a tango in the light, see what happens. It's up to you.
I mean, I don't really want to take damage. Like,
I mean, you're not at disadvantage, right? So it's something.
Yeah.
but I thought I was prone.
He is.
No, he is prone.
When you do a ranged attack against people that are prone, you get disadvantage because you're trying to point down at them versus a clear shot straight ahead of you.
But I gave you advantage.
If you're ever being
that-
shot at by
so
it
arrows,
evens out. So
Offsets.
so it evens out. That way you can
Yeah,
have
you
an
can just
attack
take a
and hit
normal
it.
attack at
That's
ranged.
if you're ever being shot at by arrows in D&D, just fall prone, and all of a sudden you're way harder to hit.
Right.
So wait a minute. Since the Echo
That's why
counts as
people
an
take cover.
ally for effects, does that mean that if the Echo is fighting somebody and Farrah throws a soul knife at it, she gets her sneak attack?
I didn't stutter.
Okay.
So I don't have.
It's a nerf and a
advantage,
buff,
but
my
it gets-
dude.
But I get
You're
sneak
just-
attack.
you're just regular attack. You
With
will not
sneak.
get sneak attack.
Oh no, there's an ally within 5
What?
feet.
Oh yeah, no, there's an ally within 5 feet.
There
Yeah,
are
you will get
several
sneak.
allies within 5 feet.
Okay. I mean, all right. You know what? We're gonna. I think I'd rather risk it for the biscuit. Farrah
How
jumps
come you
in.
couldn't? How come you
Okay.
couldn't?
She's almost at full health. It's fine.
Roll a con save.
Con save.
Am I good at those?
Let's find out.
Oh. No.
20! Yes!
Nice. So you only get
Nice.
half.
Only take 10 damage.
Only
you
take 10.
damage.
Let's freaking go!
We were worried for nothing. Roll.
The Echo is screaming at you. He's just mouthing the words, "What are you doing?"
Farrah, you see Cauldon. You remember all of your history together, every lesson he's ever told you, and you're so excited you forget all of those lessons. You run straight into the moonbeam, knives out.
You see him going like this, and you hear, you're here. All you can assume is, "I'm so excited to see you! Whoa! What are you doing here?"
No, but the other call is just like screaming at him, "Shut up! My God!"
Because you're the
Well,
only one who
now
can hear him.
now I get advantage with sneak attack.
Hell yeah! Get it! That's why I said you can take a tango. Who knows?
Yeah, here comes another 20. See
You
ya.
ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Oh!
Off soul
My
knife?
God.
Off soul knife. Off soul knife. Off soul knife.
Ah,
We can do better than this.
I hate everything.
That'll
There we
happen.
go.
Nice. There we go.
Hey,
No
Sneak
sneak
attack.
Oh.
No, there is sneak attack on
you
this.
do.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, it's the first time you hit.
Oh. Can I just re-roll it?
You go ahead. But we'll take the 8 because that's juicy.
Yeah. Oh,
26.
sh-
Now use
All
your
right.
bonus action. Get the fuck out of there.
26 psychic
My
damage.
also knife is my bonus action.
Well, move away. You hit him so he can't attack you.
No, so that's also the thing. If you start your turn in there again, we're gonna
Yeah.
Take
take
more damage. So just
Yeah,
get
I
up.
know.
You done good, good kid.
Yeah. Okay. Now and then now.
You go flying through the air and Colin's just like,
And it can't take reactions, and even if you could.
Oh, is
Then
that
I
something of
move.
confusion?
Yeah.
Oh no, you have mobile. Fuck.
Yeah. I'm mobile. Yeah.
Also, yes, confusion does not let them take reactions.
excuse
You
me.
read the spell to me. I don't.
Cypher's just gonna look. Cypher's just gonna look onward, surprised, stunned, as she's just kind of like seemingly overcome with shock. Seren.
She's still full of fucking shock herself. She's like... And she's gonna double down and she's going to shoot him with another guiding bolt. Oh wait, no, it's range still, so I would
You'll have
also get
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
You could stop
Yeah.
concentrating on the moonbeam as a free action. Run
Nah,
up
I'm
there.
getting free damage out of that.
Gank him.
Yeah. Okay.
She has
so
advantage because of
Yeah.
Sean.
So
I
it's
do.
just straight roll.
Straight roll. Hell yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Question.
Yeah.
So we remember both realities.
Yes.
I'm extremely confused. I don't know how well I know these people, because in the other reality I know them better.
You know both realities.
We don't
now.
have to take we don't have to do like wisdom saves or anything for conflicting realities.
Oh,
do
it'll
we?
be afterwards.
It'll be
I'm about to
afterwards.
say, I think we're gonna deal
You
with
got the
this.
adrenaline of combat going through
Oh
you.
god. Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. All right.
Cool. I'm gonna cast another guiding bolt.
BRB. Somebody left a pack of Oreos here.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah,
with a pack
me.
of
These are my
warriors.
Oreos now.
Ooh, that reminds me. I have cookies.
Roll an attack. Another guiding. Another
It's gonna
one.
make you upset.
24 hit.
Roll damage.
Hey, this will also be good for my stomach. Yay.
9 radiant damage.
Okay. He's not
How's
looking
Holmes look
great.
I'm gonna shoot a starbolt.
All right. I imagine it like you fire the guiding button and Starbuck kind of twists around it in a helix.
Does a 24 hit?
It hit before. Why wouldn't it
You
hit
tell
now?
me if it hits. You're the
I'm
astrologer
just
here.
getting back at him anytime he said that to me. Yeah,
There's another coin in the sin jar.
No,
for
you
Seren
assert
now.
your dominance. You're doing the right thing.
exactly. Fuck you, DM. Anyone who tells you not to fuck with your DM is lying. Fuck with your DM.
Also,
I'm
if you
going
can, fuck
to,
DM. Why not?
so that's 7 radiant damage. And I am then going to...
Shannon laughed. Sean looked in disbelief. Sean went,
If you're watching this in another tab and you suddenly started paying attention, like and subscribe.
Don't worry, Jasper. I'll pick you up tonight. I'll make good on that promise.
My God.
I want brownies.
Okay.
Danny's
If
okay
I'm giving my
with it. Why'd you
boyfriend
bring
away for the
brownies?
night, I demand brownie tax.
Well, Thin Mints do.
Thin Mint's as long as there's ice cream with it.
Are you done with your turn, Seren?
What else was I gonna do? I'm going
Danny's
to,
a hard pimp.
Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of damage, and then I'm just going to feel cool behind Sypha and Farrah.
Cauldon and Cauldon.
Hello and hello.
I swear to God, mate. I thought we were done with this one.
Nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing into him, and I have advantage.
All right.
Please, please, please. Oh shit.
How do you want to do this?
Wait, he really had that low of health? Did Cauldon finally kill a boss?
He has 7 HP. So you look
Cauldon kills
down
this
at your
first
facsimile of your brother.
Hold on. I'm allowed to do this, right?
Yeah.
Are we gonna kill
Okay.
him?
I hope you roll a 1 on damage.
No, go ahead, roll damage. I'm curious now.
Shit. Why would you do this to me?
Well, because
You're fine.
9. Fuck him. It's tearful. It's very tearful. I think that there's a he sees Holmes is slowing down.
Yes,
And
as his body
the
begins
swing
to
that
get
comes
more
in-
functional mechanical errors.
As he comes like crashing in on him, he just holds him back on the shield. And as he's holding him, he goes, "You know it's not my place to kill you." As a Echo's blade just goes through his head. And I think for the first time ever, you hear a double of Cauldon's voice just go, "For everyone we've lost, we will make this right." As Holmes just collapses. in
As
front
the
of him.
skull, as you see like oil leaking out from this gap you've made in the forehead, you hear his lips struggle to say the words, "I'm sorry," and then he goes limp.
Cauldon drops everything, falls to his knees, and just sobs very hard.
With the adrenaline gone from your body, my friend, the echo snaps back into your gem of vision, sucked by an invisible force. I need everyone to make a sanity saving throw. Besides Cauldon, of course.
Okay.
What do you roll for sanity?
It
It
should
should
be
be
on
on
Right,
your
it's
sheet.
under saving throws.
You roll sanity for sanity.
It's at the very bottom of saving throws.
Oh, I don't have advantage. Unless
You
I
still
do
got a
have
14.
advantage. Oh, okay.
Ooh, 17.
Who the hell's Reenie?
Oh, hey, hold up. Hey.
Sanity here.
Wait, what? What?
Jasper meant to roll for Sypha and rolled for Reenie.
That wasn't me.
Pretty sure that was someone else. Who's
That
Reenie's
was-
character?
That would be Danny's.
Oh.
From,
Yeah,
another
okay.
entire unrelated thing.
Danny.
What?
You rolled for the wrong character.
Seren.
I was on my character sheet.
No, you're rolling as.
Oh. I don't know how that changed. Same
Oh.
thing, because it's the
Oh,
same character
okay.
sheet. Let me just do an experiment.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Bizarre.
That's weird.
You know, I can become Cauldon for some reason.
Oh, yeah, because it mechanically it's how it has to work. Don't think about it too much.
Don't think.
I believe Ryan is away if you want to roll the sanity check for him.
Good job, Sypha.
Oh no,
Oh no, Sypha.
It's okay. She doesn't need to be sing.
Let's see, you've got a roll from Malgon, Seren, Farrah, and...
What?
Alright, so... Malgon...
What about? Oh, okay.
Seren. As the echo snaps back into Cauldon's form, the two of you can't seem to reconcile the two concurrent histories. And as the memories flood into your mind, disagreements within your own history start to crop up. And you two will gain a short-term madness.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's only for about 10 minutes, maybe.
Are you picking or?
I'm rolling.
Ah, fun.
There's a D100 list, my guy.
I know. That's why I was
What
asking
does
if you wanted us to roll.
How about Farrah? She's just like, oh wow, damn. That's
Farrah
fucking
and
weird.
Farrah, you, as this concurrent history occurs to your mind, you're able to rationalize the two concurrent histories, realizing what must have happened. time itself shattered and split. Two of these histories may be true, but you only physically experienced one of them, as if one timeline was stolen from you and one timeline was lived.
Interesting.
What happens to Sypha?
She's also going to be afflicted with a short-term madness, as she kind of just like, as the adrenaline leaves her body, she kind of like sits down holding her head.
While we're waiting for Merric to get back.
58. That's actually really fitting.
What did she get?
Each of you begin babbling. The character begins babbling and is incapable of normal speech. That's Malgon.
You got what Cauldon had.
I rolled the same thing for Sypha.
As the story I was telling slowly slips to just random shit.
And Seren. Seren, you become frightened of Cauldon for the next
Uh-oh.
3 minutes. Each of you will have these effects occur to you. On the other side, meanwhile, Cauldon, you snap back into this place, scattering Mullen, knocking them prone.
This Cauldon actually comes in doing the same thing. He's like on his knees. He doesn't know where his sword and shield are that he just had a moment ago. And he only utters, he asks, so he says one thing and asks Mullen another. The first one he says is, I can't believe I had to do that. And he looks at Mullen and he just says,
you just see Mullen.
History's changed. What about the rest of my family?
You just see Mullen, like, in a fetal position, rocking back and forth. She knows.
What, me?
She knows.
No. Good, I can finally get some fucking answers!
You hear from your flank what sounds like shattering glass as this room is bathed in a luminous light. You see stepping through a portal, a woman.
Oh, shit.
Hi, Diana.
15 feet tall. Cauldon Moon.
Yeah, I'm aware. You're not happy, and I'm sorry.
Happy doesn't begin to describe it, young man.
Oh.
Are you aware what your actions have might transgress? And you, little brother, I'm so disappointed.
Someone's in trouble.
I think that's where we'll go for a break for the time being. We'll meet back. It's 10:15 on our side.
Oh, wait, did Merric have to do a sanity roll now that he's
Yeah, go ahead. Remember, roll sanity saving throw. Yo.
I'm frightened.
Oh, shit.
I hope he gets violent. Now
Oh shit,
that
that's
he's
not a
in
med
little
with
form.
advantage? That's a 12.
Oh, go crazy. Make him start attacking all
Oh.
of us. He's still in wolf form.
That's an 8.
Oh.
Okay.
Merric,
Oh, no.
your mind is incapable of rationalizing the two concurrent timelines that your memory has recalled. For the next 3 minutes, you are paralyzed.
Oh, boy.
That could be way worse.
I didn't roll any of the violent ones. Remember, I rolled like a 99 for the one that Cauldon got, and he fell unconscious.
Oh no, I couldn't talk in coherent sentences for like 10 hours.
Anyway, we'll be back here in, let's say, what?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah. See y'all soon.
Blood is not thicker than water.
And we are back again. Hope everyone had a lovely break. I know some of my players had a lovely mental break.
Bad pun is bad.
Anyway,
Ew.
where were we? Oh yes, Cauldon Moon. I didn't expect you to keep troubling this plane even after you were sundered down to 2. Do you know what you have caused? Do you know what risk you may have incurred?
I had to do something. I still exist. There's got to be a reason for that.
You still exist, but you do not. Much like us, you do not get to interfere at your own will. The fact that Mullen here has allowed you to access a window was more than enough that I could bear.
Also, Molopoli was slick, but Dowdall knew. She's like, nah, bitch, you ain't getting away with this.
The avatars are not allowed to. Nothing said I wasn't.
And I'm the Avatar of Order. My duty to all of Toxiq is to maintain order. And now, those friends of yours are writhing at the fact that they know of 2 opposite, opposing histories. How do you think that will affect them? Now, going forward, is your risk really worth their sacrifice? But it is too late
They
now.
will understand. I know they will. If there's one thing I know about the 4 of them, is that they are going to help me and the rest of us save Toxiq. This is way more dire than we thought, Dietol.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. I guess just use my normal character sheet.
Yeah, it's the same charisma.
You know what? Fuck you. You're not wrong, but you didn't have to call me out like that. Persuasion with advantage.
Yeah.
Cauldon rolling high again like he usually does for persuasion. It's the dumbest thing ever.
She seems to pause for a moment, thinking. It is already too late. Interfere however you must. You cannot incur more harm than you already have. But if you find a way to throw this plane out of more order, I will be watching. And I will not hesitate to eradicate you from unexistence.
Dietol. Wait.
I'm listening.
My mom and my dad. Rosine. Atria. Bolot. Erling. What of them?
She seems to look into a direction up and to the left, as if she seems to be casting some sort of spell. For the time being, they are well. However, unlike Mullen here, I cannot see the future. What may happen, what must happen, is all I can
Cauldon
control.
looks at the 2 of them. I'm not leading them, am I? Cauldon's not the leader of the Phyrexians, is he? Because I would not have completed my family. Holmes was done by someone else. Who is leading the Phyrexians?
That is for someone of your party to find out. I can only see through my own devoted's eyes. And these Phyrexians have a way of shielding my sight. If it is to be known, the Cauldon down there must see it for himself. Get to the bottom of this. But afterwards, you're done. And Mullen, this is the last time you slip from my sight. Know this. And then as quickly as she appears, she vanishes and another flash of golden light.
I look at Mullen, and Cauldon takes it like a big sigh. He's just like, I know you and I have never seen eye to eye, mainly because you're an asshole. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was only trying to help.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I didn't sit by and do nothing.
I think as long as we're careful, we might be able to work through this. We just have to be smart about it. Listen. Sister Diadol, all she said is as long as we don't cause further harm, I think we'll be fine. So maybe if we can figure... I've got it! He seems to turn around, the crystal behind him glows, and then he throws something into the ceiling. It vanishes in a twinkling light. Maybe if I can just... And then he walks over and hands you something, another shard of the crystal. Maybe this will tilt the scales in our favor and keep ourselves out of the other three's sight. Hopefully. Meanwhile, the fight ends.
As it fades back to this pictures. Also, why are they frothing at the mouth? Cut to this.
So,
everybody but Farrah is going crazy.
Yeah, basically.
But you know how much that feels good though, because Farrah is literally the only one with psychic resistance. Farrah is just the big brain meme.
So, Cauldon, you look amongst your allies, and there is a wave of silence over them as you shake your head, stand to your feet, and those around you seem to regard you with a mixture of confusion, fear, and concern. I'll accept Farrah, who seems to look at you, and how does Farrah feel, remembering that which she forgot?
I think with her, investigator self, she's, trying to put the pieces back together. In terms of, I guess, the timeline. She's, I guess, trying to retrace her steps of, the sequence of events. That makes any sense.
Cauldon looks at you, and he says, I'll explain more when the four of them come back to their senses. This should pass. But I think as you probably can guess, I wasn't lying. I am Cauldon Moon. I'm just not your Cauldon Moon.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting that together. It's kind of difficult to...
You just barely grasping the concept of a paradox.
Yeah.
When I arrived on the scene, the third me, the enemy me, had already delivered a fatal blow to yours. Mullen, who is one of the avatars of this plane, handed me this. And he points at the crystal that when the echo was out, when the echo was out, had no color to it. It looked like a diamond. And then now that the echo's back into it, is colored white, red, and green, which you would know from your training with him were Cauldon's colors.
Right.
So you know Cauldon's in there.
You reach towards the crystal, and as you go to touch it, it seems to shine with a myriad of colors. As you hold it in your hand, you feel something. You hear, maybe we can try this to tip the scales. And the paradox shard turns into...
The Paradox Perilous. Wondrous item, iconic, requires attunement by a creature of white color identity. That's me. Fragment of crystal resembles broken glass, reflective like a mirror. However, you get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. What? I have a sword?
Keep reading.
As a bonus action, or when you roll initiative, you may summon the shard to your hand, to your free hand, as any weapon that lacks a two-handed property. As a bonus action, you may summon an echo of a Cauldon to an unoccupied space of 30 feet of an unoccupied. The echo is a magical spectral reflection of Cauldon with an AC of 14 plus your proficiency bonus of 1 hit point.
There's a typo in there.
What?
It says on
I see.
unoccupied space twice. Oops.
There's also a misspelling. Whenever you have an active echo, you have it as EBHEO. You may make attacks against a creature. Yeah. Dude, seriously, you ever need someone to proofread? Well, you can't send it to me.
I know. All my proofreader friends are in this campaign.
The Paradox Perilous is a sentient white-aligned weapon with an intelligence of 10, a wisdom of 11, and a charisma 10. It has hearing and sight out to a range of 120 feet. It can telepathically communicate with its wielder once attuned. The voice is reminiscent of a certain version of Cauldon. The Paradox Perilous desires to be wielded by either a version of Cauldon Moon or someone who shares his values. As such, the sword shares many of its personality traits with him. I know exactly what you want to do, which is you definitely want somebody else in this party to wield this at some point. The only problem is the only two people who can are Malgon or Farrah.
Yep, I cannot.
So did this thing just form like a crystal sword in my hand now?
Oh, would you want a sword?
No, probably an axe.
It forms into an axe, as you recall a memory of a distant Cauldon from, you think the plane's called Eldraine, as memories flood into your mind of a Cauldon, a knight of the White Kingdom. The axe forms in your hand.
I have so many fucking questions.
Am I still babbling in the corner?
It begins to clear as Cauldon inspects this shard of broken glass that has expanded itself to this form.
What was Starneth doing? How was Starneth
Babbling incoherently.
Why am I saying I'm saying Marnith. Malgon. What does it look like when Malgon was losing it? Like, how would you describe what you were doing?
If he was losing his sanity due to this, he was probably babbling about the adventure that he didn't go on. But he did go on. But he didn't go on. Which is where he first met you guys, but he didn't.
But he did. What about Seren?
She was frightened of you.
That's right. She was frightened of me.
So she's currently like sitting on the floor, like with her back pressed up into the pillar behind her, cowering. And she's going through a lot of emotions. You see her hands trace over the large scars left by the Atonia of her blue form. And as she traces her hands along them, but then with the other hand, she's clutching her skull where her horn would be.
You remember your own death.
She's...
Temporarily.
Tears are pouring out of her eyes, and she is looking at this figure that killed her. But not her, but killed her. And she's terrified of him. But also, what terrifies her more is the new burning need in her heart to keep him safe.
So then my final question, because I assume I realize she's scared of me right now. Like I need to give her distance.
Generally just scared in general.
I'll deal with that later.
Eventually
Merric.
these feelings of mania do pass.
Okay, I was curious what Merric looked like while he was losing his shit.
Merric. I rolled an
Merric.
8. Paralyzed. You were just kind of like sitting there in your own little world, rationalizing all the sort of trying to.
Would you revert back to human form?
Your entire body's like a tensed muscle.
No, actually, yeah. No, I wouldn't.
What's going on through Merric's head?
A lot of things. A lot. Let's just say that. No, Merric's basically, he's trying to keep his grasp on his sanity as best he can, basically, because he's flashing back. He just keeps seeing like the one battle that comes to his mind is the Ravnica battle with him and Cauldon when they assisted the Azorius. Yep.
Gruul.
And now, versus Gruul, and now like and then it looks back to the Skylar battle, basically when he first accepted the transformation, and all that. Like he's trying to think like he's trying to basically figure out which one is real.
Which one does he want to be real?
That's all. Yeah, exactly. He's trying to figure out which one he would rather want to be real. And I'm pretty personally, Merric would probably want the one where he's accepted, even though he feels himself as a monster. He wants the one that he was accepted in to be the real one. He would like that one to be real, but currently the timeline he knows the current timeline he is at the moment what is considered real. So like he's warring back, like he's basically at a war in his own mind, going back and forth. And the Atonia's probably hearing the Atonia voices in his head ain't gonna be helping.
Oh God, you were.
Yeah, remember, there ain't just one brain in here.
There's two now.
He hears shit. He's constantly hearing whispers from that heart.
Oh.
Yeah, that part of nightmares is it's fucking him up.
Question?
Does this Cauldon that's with us right now know everything that happened?
He seems to be looking at you with a confident level of understanding and sympathy.
Like he experienced it too, or it was another life for him?
How does Cauldon feel?
How does Cauldon feel?
Cauldon has that moment where he, I think actually as the shard forms into that weapon, and or he starts talking about the crystal, its color starts to like, it glows ever so dimly, where he starts having flashbacks of everything that Cauldon's been through. And I think the final words he hears from the gem for this Cauldon, because, you know, he's touching it and, you know, gets the idea that like, oh, maybe this will help. He sits there and he goes, Crystal Cauldon says, take care of them for me. If I can't do it, someone has to. And that's when he looks at all of you and he sees Maya, Fear, Dyer, and Acre, his team that Cauldon complete killed. And he sees his friends for the first time in a very long time. And then he realizes, he's like, we aren't so different, are we? And that's when Crystal Cauldon goes, no, and if I could not lose them, that would mean the world to me. And that's when he resolves the fact of, I think that's actually when he gains green in his color identity. When he finally accepts that he's not just facing Cauldon complete, he's now part of something bigger. And when the five of them like get their stuff together, I think the first person he approaches has to be Merric. As Cauldon asks Farrah to check on Malgon and Sypha, he looks at Merric, turns him to face him, and just says, I knew this whole time, you are not, and you never will be a monster. If they don't accept you, I always will. He just pats you on the shoulder, because he knows it's all he needs to say to you. And he walks over to Seren. And when you finally look him in the face, knowing that your mania has passed, he takes you by the hand and he said, on the tram, when I said that I would protect you, that might not have been me talking. But this is me right now. I will do whatever it takes to make sure that this group of people lives. I might not be longed for this world, but the four of you are. We have a plane to save. Let's do this. And he attempts to help you to your feet.
She's just kind of staring at him silently. She is unsure of how to feel, but she takes her hand as she feels a certain confidence with you, though she still feels confused and distant. She raises with you to her feet and looks around, and then looks to the stars.
Cauldon would speak out to the group real quick, and he goes, I'm going to keep this brief. Because there's not much I think that needs to be said. I'm sorry that I hid that from you, but you all saw what happened to you just now. I could not risk that in the middle of battle. And I didn't want to do that any sooner because I just didn't know that it was a possibility. I know I'm asking for a lot. As I explained to Farrah, and I'll explain now all to you. I am Cauldon Moon. I might not necessarily be your Cauldon Moon, but if you'll have me, I will fight with you, and I will protect you all to the very best that I can do. But I think more than anything, we've realized, as Cauldon stares at the body of Holmes, this plane needs us. Toxiq needs us. But I won't ask you to stay. Because the only part that happens next, I know we fought Chadwick, Skylar, the Atonia, the War of the Spark. I'm sorry, Nicol Bolas. This only ends in war. I cannot ask you to fight this, but I am asking for your help. And he swallows very heavily.
Sypha merely shakes her head, and then... You know, if you think about it from a roundabout perspective, I don't know you shit, New Cauldon. But I figure I owe him a hell of a lot. I'm in.
Actually, I am the one that saved you.
This time, but I'm not sure if you remember all
The
the other
last
times.
time. Yes, that is true.
See, with the whole thing with your brother, I paid you back this time. We're even now. Me and him, though. We'll see. We'll see.
Sypha's answer did matter, but the four he looks at, Cauldon looks kind of dejected towards all of you. He knows he's asking for a lot, but he knows he has to ask it.
You're a fool if you think I'll turn my back on innocents being slaughtered. I'll see this through to the end.
Shut up!
I don't even have to voice act the sentient shard. He does it himself.
Thank you. He looks at the rest of you.
I feel compelled in a way. And we cannot allow this sickness to spread to anywhere else. We must stop it here. Farrah, dear.
Shannon,
What?
Danny was talking to you.
Oh, what's up?
What's your guy? She was asking you, what, are you in? Pretty much.
Well,
Did you hear anything just now?
yeah, I did. Kind of. We're deciding to trust New Cauldon. Basically. Well, because I seem to have the grasp on the situation, why not, right?
Your Cauldon would want you to help.
Yeah.
Your Cauldon would have said yes before he even asked the question.
Yeah. We're here, we might as well. Got nothing better to do, right?
Malgon, this is
And I've already
a
said
lot from you.
I've already said yes more times than I can properly remember.
And
We
for
all
a
chuckle
penny.
at that. In for a pounding.
And me forgetting things. It's just
It does feel strange to have one, how do they say it? One's world rocked.
good way to put it.
You get fucking used to it. In a weird ass way. Cauldon just leaking blood.
I will put some healing into Cauldon now that I like him.
That stab wounds. Now that all the stress and adrenaline has left your body, your muscles relax, and all of a sudden, that impalement just starts you start feeling that present impalement again.
Cauldon held off feeling emotions to be able to talk to all of you, and then as soon as he relaxes, all of his emotions pour onto him. If this Cauldon were 4 colors, he'd be sans blue. The other one would have been sans black.
Instinct.
Yep.
She's going to, when he slumps to the ground, she's going to rush forward and place 2 shaking hands directly on the wound and says, "Hold on now," and presses down onto it and shoves healing into it. Just dip your little fingers in there. At level 3.
Seren, can I give you a little bit of a hurtful moment real quick?
Oh no.
Yeah.
You remember the last time that you did this? It did nothing.
She's crying again, but knows why she's crying, but she feels like she shouldn't be because it's not her life, it's someone else's.
Is it?
Cauldon sees you crying and just goes, "It's okay. Thank you." You know, the lot of you actually remind me of my old party.
How so?
Do tell.
Well, you kind of all act the same. Never really get away from you, huh? He goes, "Big difference between the 2 of you, though." As he puts the crystal back on his armor and starts walking away, he goes, "They're dead."
Oh.
And then he starts walking out of the room and he goes, "I guess we should probably planeswalk back to my place."
And where's that?
Does this Cauldon have a secret base that he would have kept?
Yes.
Okay, that means we're going to the Stratum of Heorte.
Can you planeswalk on the same plane?
Yeah, as long as you're familiar
Oh.
with it.
That's because you can't planeswalk between the realms of Kaldheim, which confuses me.
Kaldheim's weird and special.
Yeah, the Toxiq, it's fine. We would take the traveling cars because you can only planeswalk so many times before you get exhausted. Cauldon reaches out a hand and he says, "I'm taking us somewhere safe. Hidden. We can rest for a little bit before we make our next move. I hope all of y'all are diplomats. We have to go see the council."
Wait, why did we come to Mullen in the first place?
You were originally
Holmes
brought
wanted
here.
to question us, which was actually trying to kill us.
Yep, and in turn, it was an ambush.
I don't think he knew he was trying to kill you.
Oh, is the back portal working?
The back portal is a smoldering pile of rubble.
Yeah, it got blown the fuck. Oh shit, your
That's right.
sister.
Who?
And what,
No.
Oh, sister.
Adria.
Was the
No.
guard?
No.
Adria.
No. Atria. Tria is my sister. Adria is the wizard bitch from Mullen.
She's the Vivren, acting Grand Master of Mullen.
The one who went through the portal chasing after it before it blew up?
She walked through, intending for you guys to follow her, and then it blew up as soon as she was in it.
Hopefully she's okay.
oh, she's okay. She's a traitor.
No, I think she was trying to get us to come with her to escape, and they cut off our escape route. I think actually she's fine.
Or she just got cornered by like 50 like phyrexian monsters, like almost happened to us. If all them
That's
in
no
there,
fun.
or imagine all outside. I think she got eaten by wolves, bro.
Well, heads up when we go to Hoyorte. First off, black mana. There's a big thing there. Secondly, devils and demons live on this place in harmony. If you can believe it. All right, let's go.
Wait.
Before we go, also, wait, Farrah, did you want to do something?
Me?
Yeah, you said you
What?
did say wait.
No, I'm just like, how does he know that there's black mana when he's a new planeswalker?
Mana's a ever-prevalent concept.
Oh, alright.
And on top of that, this planeswalker Spark still had a soul. So the planeswalker still knows how to planeswalk.
Alright.
I still have
Carry
all
on.
the memory. I have all the memories of old Cauldon, so I would know how to planeswalk. Which means you're still the youngest again.
Shut the fuck up.
I was the youngest for about an hour.
An hour. Yeah.
What kind of metal are phyrexians made out of?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you could go look at his body. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
parts that you can investigate.
Definitely doing that.
I
Yeah,
think Holmes is actually.
exploring his brother's dead body, rips off sheets of metal.
You just ignore me.
That's awful.
No, actually, I take his like badge as like a
Oh, his
memento,
badge.
and I like
Oh.
tack it on my cape.
As you go to approach the body of Holmes,
Please don't tell me it's gonna move.
I hope it moves.
No.
the body jerks.
I rush to his side. I can't not help him. Holmes,
I'm sorry it happened like this. I wanted to tell you, but I didn't know, truly. You're here to stop this, right?
of course I am.
I know where. Get to the bottom of the shadows. He's underneath the steps.
Wait.
His body gives out and he falls limp again.
He takes Holmes's badge and tacks it onto his cape. And he stands up and he says, "The bottom of the steps. But there is no..." He means underneath Gavion, doesn't he? Or at
Only
least
one.
that's
Only one way to find out.
I hold on to the crystal and I relay that information to him in there, and I go, ask Mullen if he knows what the hell that means. We have to rest. And then he grabs the lot of them and he planeswalks for the first time, but this planeswalk is different.
You get that familiar sense of rising, this weightlessness, and then you fall. Cauldon leading the rest of you, presumably following. And when you emerge, 8th house, this causes everyone to start. And turning around, you see a gentleman in full armor turn to greet you and say, "Ah, one of you is back, I see. Cauldon,
Yeah.
if that is the one I know."
Did it affect everybody?
"Oh, yeah, we had a bit of a scare here. Remember, you asking me to come here. Luckily, both timelines ended at the same conclusion in this case, so not on you entirely."
Thanks for showing up, Albia. I appreciate that.
"These are friends from one of your existences, I presume?"
Yeah. The one who's in here. Why don't you have your other body with you?
The strangest thing, about a few hours ago, there was a moment where I forgot everything I'd remembered, and then remembered suddenly. As if two different histories had occurred. Everyone who knew you out of our small group here seemed to hit with a wave of confusion. I surmise that one of our timelines is true and one of them is false. Yours and at least another's. And it changed things.
Can fix this.
I
I think.
I hope you can. Because I've been feeding on rations for the last 3 or 4 days waiting for you to return.
You don't eat.
Well, rations, not in the typical sense, but energy.
Are you eating nuts and bolts?
Please, I'm from Kaladesh. Nuts and bolts.
He's a robot. Cauldon turns around because he's already pissed off at him. He's a robot. And he walks on.
As you see the rest of this group, all these individuals wearing different colors or different stratums look to you with a form of reverence and awe as you walk past them.
As I look at everybody, Cauldon, for the first time ever, demonstrates his rank as an officer, this version. And he goes, "Everyone here, listen up. We're fighting against two enemies. There's somebody who completed my brother, Holmes. Mullen's been compromised completely. Which means one thing. They're working harder than we are. We have to fight back. We've got to do this. The only thing Holmes relayed to me before he died was at the bottom of the stairs. We need to find out what that means. And we need to prepare for 2 wars. The war against me and the war against whoever the hell's leading these guys. No one is safe. Stick with only who you trust. And when all else fails, may the avatars of Toxiq lead you." Cauldon sits in the fucking corner and just stews with blood.
By the way, you gained back 7 hit points.
13.
Oh, 13. Woo!
Yeah, I already gained them back. Cauldon looks better than he did before.
Okay.
2 more points, it would have been 69.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, right?
Nice.
Cauldon, just slumps. And he's just he goes, by the way, I also have the memory of both Cauldons, so yeah.
Wait, what?
Make sure you keep training with both the metal and psychic knives, Farrah.
Sure.
Merric, make sure you use your weight right. Malgon, beautiful. No critiques. Perfect 10.
You know it.
No notes.
No, it's. What's that from?
Me.
I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about. But we can rest here. If we head outside at all, heads up. first off, he looks at Seren. The night sky is beautiful. If you want to hear about some of the constellations, let me know. And he goes, like I said, demons, devils, imps, and all other assortment of creatures live here peacefully. Funny enough, they're actually the peacekeepers of the plane.
That actually raises the question for Merric.
If you lived on Toxiq, where would you live?
No.
Okay.
Because Black and White.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know. The question I just thought of, that brings up, like, I have the heart of a Diatonia in me. What was there? Because, like, since it's like.
Can other people sense the demon? Is that what you're asking?
Yes. Basically, like, did I feel like any, like.
Actually,
like a surge?
Because people from other planes are here. If anybody's going to have answers about that thing, they might actually be here. Welcome to the encyclopedia of the multiverse.
I guess more so, like, because, like, Merric is actually a lot more heavily aligned with black mana than he is red or blue.
Love to
You
hear
feel
it.
very at home here.
Yeah, like. So I guess, like, my question is, when we planeswalk and landed on this, what does this stratum? Thank you. I could not think of a freaking word. It was, yeah, stratum was okay. Did, like, I feel like a reaction from the heart? I guess is what I'm asking.
Not from the heart, but maybe from yourself, as you just kind of feel closer attuned and more centered, balanced here.
Okay.
Farrah,
There are a lot
go
of
that way?
nice dark corners that you can like just kind of chill in, so you feel really comfy.
So then, Sir Cauldon, Commander.
Oh God, lag.
Robots.
Robot.
It works for Albia.
You know I hate that term. But yeah.
Jasper, you are lagging like a mofo.
Okay.
There you go. It's fixed. It was just
Set up immediately.
Yeah, lag spike.
You can tell that Albia meant it
Yeah.
more like sarcastically or pejoratively, even though that is definitely your rank.
Yeah, I know.
Which Cauldon was it this time? What was he like? Like more like you or more like
I look at the four of them.
him?
Oh. I at that moment, Cauldon looks over at the four of them, kind of like reminiscing. He goes, definitely a little more like me. But if you want to hear stories about him, you ask them.
It's going to be a long night. I'll be sure to ask around. But if you'd like to all take a long rest, now would be the time.
Absolutely.
I think that sounds about right.
I need a refill on all my psychic dice. I only have one remaining.
Please allow me
Get my hit
choose
points
myself
back.
for the day.
All right then.
Um,
So for the current mode,
I clicked long rest. Isn't doing. Oh, it just restores my health.
just
Yeah.
but it makes it easier.
There's some things that it does. You can also set up, like certain things like the like I have my arcane recovery. You probably have action surge if you're a fighter still.
Yeah, I have an action surge. I have. Oh God, I have.
Is that
I have a lot
right
of
under
shit,
the
actually.
rest? Is that
Yeah.
where you track it? If you click the settings button, you can actually make it so that it does reset. That goes for a lot of different things.
That's pretty cool.
Neat. Nice tech.
Neat.
During the night, as I kind of like stare up into the stars and everything like that, I want to look at my current star maps that I've been making of making and leaving behind everywhere I go. Whatchamacallit? When I look at some of the main ones, like back when I met Theotonia, whatchamacallit, or even the little silly one I made when we were under hypnosis in the whatever place we were last. How different do the star maps look from each other from my memory versus what I have?
The star maps all seem to align with the memory without Cauldon. When you remember making them, where your mind was at, where your friends were at, who was around you. Cauldon wasn't in these star maps. None of the stories behind them, at least. But that's up to you if it makes the Cauldon that's no longer real anymore fake to you.
I don't like this feeling. I want to talk to Merric.
What? Uh-oh.
During the long rest, whatchamacallit, where are you sitting? I'm gonna do the monster prom thing where I put my character over at the table that you're at.
Oh, Merric, like, if anything, he wouldn't be sitting, like, just, like...
Yeah, were you sitting here? Were you sitting in a dark corner? I was outside a little bit.
I'm just, like, sitting here just staring into the fire.
Okay.
Malgon, you feel a strong sense of camaraderie with Albia. He's Jess guy.
Okay.
No, Albia.
Merric,
Heads up, Jasper ruined what the guy was going to do. Albia was my backup character.
I do remember that.
He's forged.
Merric, while you're sitting there kind of pondering fire, you're gonna feel a dark shadow kind of approach you from behind and then slowly sit next to you.
Dark shadow.
It's me, Dark Shadow.
Is that your new nickname?
Yes. She's gonna sit down next to you, Merric, and she just kind of has her arms crossed across herself, kind of toying with one of her, like, kind of stimming a star map in her hand while she kind of sits there next to you.
Rare for you to approach me like this. Something wrong?
You seem to be taking this very well.
I wouldn't say well is the best way to sum up. Is this a lot to take in? Yes. But as you know me, I'm not a man to really vocalize my inner thoughts.
It feels strange.
Strange, I would say, is an understatement.
Does the heart feel any different to you here?
The heart itself? No. It's been relatively silent. But myself personally, I do feel a little more at home.
The mana that's here. Would I be able to sense the mana, Jasper, since I've been a planeswalker for a long time like that? Is that something I can sense, or how does that work?
You kind of just feel it. Black mana has always been alien to you. The power of the Elder Claws flows through it. Stuff you'd rather avoid if possible.
You know, it's very ironic that you feel at home here.
So,
You remind me a lot of a people back from my home. They also were filled with this kind of black mana.
I wouldn't say they were lycanthropes like you, but they were of a kind. Turned this way through ancient druidic magic long, long ago when the wars were happening. The energy makes me instinctually nervous, for whenever we felt magic this strong of this kind, we knew to avoid the area. We were going into their territory. But at the same time, it's nice because it reminds me of the feeling of there. And the fact that you feel so at home as well just makes me... It just reminded me of so. And I don't know, everything feels... Everything feels so the same and different at the same time. I don't know, I think I just needed a little bit of familiarity. So sorry to jump on you like this out of nowhere. I've never felt so shaken.
Well, given that it's a fact that we had to take in that we technically, and there is a quote-unquote, not multiverse, we're planeswalkers, we know that exists.
Paradox.
The fact that there's multi-dimensional, like there's basically multiple timelines where we've existed in a sense. I don't know anyone who could tell me in any right state of mind would be okay with this.
It feels strange because it feels akin to something my people study, but it's different. And I think the reason for the nervousness is because I know we are now walking a line not meant to be walked by mortals.
Do you feel like, in the sense of we're walking would you say like we're walking the lines of possibly like a god or like a deity of some sort?
Not of that scale. It's more of, you know how there are just some places, some things mortals shouldn't know. It should break their mind upon being able to remember these two at the same time. It just feels that we're different now, and that we have an understanding that mortals shouldn't have. We're on the outlier now, I guess.
Fair. That is a fair assessment. I mean, all we can hope for right now is that once this is all said and done, once we defeat Cauldon complete, or complete as we know him, and possibly reset the paradoxes and defeat whoever's turning the innocents here into phyrexians, hopefully the paradoxes will be fixed and we'll just have back to the one timeline. But that is wishful thinking.
Seren, what's your passive perception again?
23!
How much?
23!
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, too much.
So what did I notice?
You just notice Cypher trying to walk quietly and carefully up behind you two.
Like to leave?
No, she seems to be approaching, but like in an effort not to like wake people.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch, she wants to talk to me.
It's group circle.
This is not a group circle. This is going to be a conversation she wants in private.
As
Oh, is it?
long as we're on the topic of what comes after. Merric, I can't help but wonder, even though there are two different histories, I have to ask. She looks to Seren for a second. Do you still have it?
If you're talking about that, if the it's the thing I think you're talking about, the answer is yes.
And do you still remember dream, right?
That I do.
What dream? Is everything all right, Merric?
That's an answer I can't say yes or no to. I 100% honestly don't know
Well,
if everything's all right.
she's a diviner. She can, see the future and everything, elucidate and all that. Maybe she might be able to help us.
I do have a divination spell I haven't used yet for the day.
I forgot you got that. That's broken.
I earned it.
You did?
Seren,
I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
maybe Merric can fill in some blanks that I can't. But a while ago, him and I shared a dream or vision. I don't remember much, but I do know that he was there, and there were others.
There were 4 others, all basically all just in the same situation that Sypha and I have.
We think
Had a special item.
we think it had something to do with his heart and my skull.
After I forgot you got the skull.
And we're not sure what it means. And I meant to ask Merric if he knew anything with your resources, I with mine. I've been working with Kefkin on this.
So he knows.
Kefkin knows.
He knows as much as I told him.
Valid.
To be fair, he does seem the sort of nervous type when it comes to things on this scale.
That is actually a sound observation on him.
Seren, less so.
This sounds very serious. Hold on.
She's going to kind of look out to the others, and then kind of look outside.
Maybe we should.
Would you prefer to go somewhere more private?
Is this something that the group should know?
Not yet.
In due time.
But for now, all I need is a reading.
Follow me.
and I'm going to walk with them outside privately where I can see the stars, and I'm going to start setting up for a ritual, casting a little ritual.
So there is a hole in the ground that seems to lead to a tunnel that leads outside. It's quiet at this time of night, except for...
Do we see them leaving?
Would you be conscious? If so?
I was
Most
planning on
likely.
having a conversation with him, so I hope so.
Yeah. I wouldn't stop them. It's more of like a... hey,
God,
don't
life
stray
like-
too far. Hey, don't stray too far.
American, like, just as
Don't
like
wave me off.
Merric just like, you're like, I got it.
I will kick all of your asses.
You can try.
Stronger than you were called in.
Merric just yells back.
Damn it, he reminds me.
Yeah, well, Merric's like, go ahead and try.
This Cauldon actually has a chance to take you in a fight.
No, I know.
Ooh.
This
Merric will
Cauldon
still,
might actually beat you.
possibly. Merric will still take that chance.
So you make your way outside, and you can see the stars from here. Another strange alien world from the ones you visited before. You look up to the north and you see the landscape ascending in a series of tiered levels. Activity sprawling on some of the steps, and beyond, a sphere of stars within the void. Ample material to read from. Push to talk.
There's a few things I can do. Please. For many of my abilities to work, I need to understand it. My abilities can only scale off of my own understanding. Tell me everything that happened and what you need me to find out.
Well, I just want to know where these things are from and if they're really dangerous.
Merric?
I guess more maybe I could it'll help me find some more answers from where I'm from. All I know is the name. So Merric will divulges the information that he learned and like what he encountered in the said dream. That is what he's like been going by, and he reveals the key part that he encountered a person who also said they were from Innistrad and all that. Like he basically divulges everything that he knows. He does trust Seren. He really he knows she wouldn't.
She did say to him that she's been there before.
Right, no. So I guess the thing is Merric is the thing that Merric again has issue is there's something blocking his memories.
Okay.
He's trying to. I'm guessing he's the way to explain it. Merric is trying to get a triggering event to get his memories back. That is what he's trying to accomplish. He's afraid to go home, but it's not that he's afraid to go home because he's not he doesn't know what he's going to expect when he gets there. That's what's holding him back. So maybe if this divination could I don't know, joggle something, that's his hope. So that's why he divulged everything to Seren. So maybe that can help her pinpoint. Sorry, I didn't want it to sound if I sound angry, I wasn't actually angry.
No. You're excited. Whatchamacallit? Okay.
So you recount to her your
knowledge that
Merric
basically recounts. Yep, Merric recounts everything that he knows and he can recall from that dream. Literally the 4 other people he encountered alongside Sypha, that they all also had a piece of whatever how because we know it's not the Atonia for everything. We just knew the heart was going by the name the Atonia. But yeah, he divulges everything.
So, how many of these do we get? How does this work? What do you need? Was that enough, or is it do we need to ask a specific question, or maybe 3 wishes or whatever?
I am now reading the spell and I feel a little silly. Okay, so let me post how Revivify works. That way we could go ahead and plan around this.
Revivify?
You mean divination?
That's what I meant, divination. I don't know why I said Revivify.
Me, who died? Do we have to kill people to cast divination now? I'm down.
She straight up murks me.
Or I could do augury.
Whichever you think is better, whatever you think would give you the answer, or possibly give us the answer. I'm good with whatever.
Divination is a stronger spell in this regard.
And Dan, whatever you want to use. Just divination is stronger because it probably would give us a more clearer...
I'm thinking about using divination, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it work because I'm now reading it and it says within 7 days of it, 7 days in the future. So I need to know how can we phrase this to see if I can get any information because I don't have legend lore anymore. I wish I had legend lore.
Fair. Dang. Yeah, legend lore.
Yeah, that's I was confusing them a little bit.
You've got to phrase the question in reference to an event, goal, or activity. So you've got to pick one and then ask about it. Obviously, the goal relates to the obsidian artifacts.
I think the goal would be the best way to go about it.
All right, so what is our goal?
We need to find out where these came from.
I need to find out where these came from.
Yes.
You know, after this is all over, if we decide now we're going to settle this conflict within 3 days, and we're going to go and try to figure out where this is next, the spell might work.
Let's be optimistic.
Let's be optimistic about it. I'm going to put all the star maps of the different locations I've been on the floor in a circle around me, and I'm going to hold the one that's usually within my staff in my hands, and I'm going to cast divination.
What is your question?
My question is, should I ask? Where are these artifacts trying to take them?
You recount the divination, yet the tattoos of your body glow with luminous moonbeam energy, and you're taken to a vision. You are in a void. The floor around you slicked with dark, reflectionless water. You see a creature, a silhouette, far in the distance.
What does the creature look like?
A man. Somehow familiar to you. But also strange.
Can I try to focus my sights on this creature?
You focus your sights, and you can't help but find yourself stepping closer, pensively, carefully. His back is turned to you.
I'm gonna reach out to it.
You reach up, touch lightly on the shoulder to get the attention. And quicker than you can react, the man spins around, turning to face you. His face veiled by darkness.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Come home to me, Star Child. And then you're back on Toxiq. You inhale.
Come home to me, Star Child.
Huh.
What was the shape of this? Was there anything else I could make out besides its face?
A hood and a staff. A clothing of a traveler.
What did you see?
Man. a man.
Was
A man cloaked in shadow, garbs of a traveler with a long staff. His face cloaked in darkness, and he had a long billowing hood.
Jasper, memory check for me?
Make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Merric or Seren?
Merric.
Because she mentioned it, I've seen that before. That is a 16.
16?
As soon as she mentions this, you remember another vision from the dream. You remember several stories, this journey of these heroes, and one constant thread between them is that there was this man dressed like a traveler, cloaked in shadow.
He's the one who was summoning us to fight, correct? I don't know if he rolled well enough for that.
Yeah. The guy that was like always appearing in the different things and was like,
I'm a bitch.
is it this cloaked man?
Merric, you believe that the man she saw in her vision and the man that you saw in yours are one in the same. Sypha looks to you with a knowing glance and nods. After we're done...
Merric just looks at Sypha and is like, you've seen this man before too, haven't you?
The shadow man from the visions. After we're done here, we'll head back to go get Kefkin and the others, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh shit.
All right then. Man. Part of me to this day is still regretting taking this artifact. But part of me also knows I would have been a fool to let anyone else take this.
Right?
I'm sorry, Merric.
Don't feel sorry for me. I made my own choice. I just hope my choices don't, in the end, don't get any of you killed.
I pushed you to take that heart. I told you that if you truly wanted to and you were curious, to take it.
But
I
in the
connected
end,
you to something.
The choice was still mine. Regardless, so I'm still nowhere closer to finding out what happened, what caused me to become this. Unfortunate.
Meanwhile, inside, on a much lighter note, Albia seems to be examining Malgon, kind of looking him up and down.
No, everyone is loving Malgon.
Proposing like Tushy.
Oh, you cut out. You're cutting out.
No, I realize I'm not. He's just sitting. You're sitting there, your ass like flexed with your muscles and your tattoos out in a flowy see-through cape. You're just like, yeah, I'm like look so much cooler than all these bitches.
The best.
The best. No, your beard. It's
Wait, the best.
Albia
Come
seems to
talk
be
to me.
examining
Albia.
you. Both, you're there in this conversation, but Albia seems to like just initiate this by examining Malgon. For someone who wields such a big axe, you don't wear a lot of armor, I've noticed.
I don't need to.
You
Just
think
dodge.
you think you're pretty fast, huh?
I think I'm quite fast.
Fastest dwarf
I'm
I've
also-
ever met.
Very, smart. Just know how to get out of the way.
You see, I'm smart too, but that's what the full plate does.
Fair enough. I think it would get in the way of my movements.
I think getting hit would get in the way of me moving. But to each his own.
I'm surprisingly sturdy.
Same.
But I have a question.
Ask away.
Cauldon.
You probably have to call his name a couple times. Cauldon is holding Holmes's badge in his hand alongside that crystal that when he looks at it, he sees different Cauldons.
It's gonna poke you.
What? Sorry.
So one of these timelines is fake. Right?
It's it's more like one of them is no longer here. I can tell you right now that everything you lived through with him, with me, happened. We have the memories of them because they are real. But as far as time is concerned, we are in the timeline where your Cauldon died. It seems that the gem Mullen gave me contained what was left of his place in this timeline. And at least that's what I could surmise. And effectively, from how I understood his abilities, where he would summon failed versions of himself from different timelines, I can summon him. Basically, instead of having the power, he is power.
So your relation is like a top, consistently spinning, but it hasn't fallen yet. You're not sure what side's going to be facing up when we're done.
I think it's more like a waterfall with a finite amount of water, but never knowing how much water is actually in it.
And which one will be the last drop?
Well, the only thing you know is that there's only 2 buckets left. With everything he's done, I don't even know if I want him. Logic would dictate that if I beat him, I should assimilate him and just let Cauldon be one.
But under the same logic, if you end up ending him, all of his cause is vanished as well. Meaning that it creates another paradox within paradoxes. Curious. Wonder what will happen when all concurrent timelines collapse into a single point. Maybe I won't even know you.
I look at Malgon and I say, I see Farrah like a ways away, but she looks like she doesn't listen, or that she's asleep. Either one.
I'm
He's
probably asleep.
And he says, he's like, I know you're from Kaldheim.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the tattoos.
They give it away. So does the axe.
Yeah.
So does the dwarf.
And the dwarf, yeah.
We have dwarves on this plane. They're very
But
different.
they're not
you
as
know.
cool as me.
There might be 1 or 2 Kaldheim dwarves.
The red
Still not as
dwarfs.
cool as me. Yeah.
Him and I have been talking. There's only one real correct path, though I don't know how to do it.
You tell.
The only way this ends in a good scenario is 2 things. 1, we need to beat who's ever leading them. Who's ever actually leading them. I think he's one of the generals, but I don't think he's actually the person converting these things. It's gotta be somebody who actually knows how to do it.
Okay.
The 3 of you, I think at this point the 3 of them leave, and when they're finally gone, knowing how good Seren's hearing is, he just goes, the only way this ends the good way is if a Cauldon moon never existed. Realistically, if I beat him, I'm going to use the power of both of our sparks to try to erase us from history.
That's quite the gamble. You could end up replacing yourself with a number of different realities. Maybe a neutral Cauldon, so to speak, one that never experienced the incident in the first place. An unsundered Cauldon, one that never traveled, one that never met me. I mean, wouldn't that be a big shame?
I view it as a bonus.
Well, I never.
You would never.
You got me there.
You're a very smart man. Look. I look at Malgon.
I don't see that helping.
The only other plan I've come up with is if I can use my time powers plus this gem, maybe I can lock the 3 of us in there. This way, the timeline stays fixed, and Cauldon is just sealed away forever. It's a sad, extremely sad, solemn ending for my story, but I think our powers combined plus this crystal, we might be able to close the gate that lets the invaders in forever. And Toxiq can finally be at peace.
Yeah, I
Be a
like
hell of
that
a-
idea a lot.
Be a hell of a story to go out on. Cauldon, savior of Toxiq. When you read the stories in the fairy tales, you always say, do heroes even exist? Part of me wants to think they do. Part of me does.
Then hopefully you don't erase yourself so that heroes can actually exist.
Just try not to forget me.
Oh, I don't think that'll be ontologically possible.
Look, I'm smarter than the other Cauldons, but dumb it down just a little bit.
Well, I mean, if all the timelines are repaired and there's no more fracturing, and there's only one Cauldon, presumably one that never planeswalked and seeked us out, how would we know?
Like I said, solemn ending.
Let's try to avoid that. I like the one where I remember you better. All things considered.
Also, he starts he takes the crystal off of his armor and starts forming it into different weapons.
Every time you form a different weapon, you are reminded or elucidated to a different history of a different Cauldon. Not as potent or strong as the one you've been talking to this whole time, but they're there. As if you lived through those experiences.
I actually look at the gem and I speak to Crystal Cauldon and I say to him, Mullen's in there, right? And when he answers back, yes, he goes, what the hell is the bottom of the stairs? And who is leading the Phyrexians? I know he knows.
Well, it's kind of a secret. It's kind of a secret.
I'll smash this gem.
All right, okay. No need to be so pushy. All right, I don't know the whole details, but apparently Gavion, a long time ago when he was building the structure for Toxiq, he hid a secret location of sorts, should there ever be a sixth avatar that arises. That could be their stratum or step. Hypothetically speaking, you could dig there. It would take you a while.
Oh my fucking god. And Cauldon thinks about that possibility and he goes, I do not want that job.
Well,
I want that to be known.
good news and bad news. I think someone might already be trying to take it. Bad news is, they may be a Phyrexian.
What?
Well, if you think about it...
That.
Well, if you think about it, Gavion really forgot about the project of the sixth step a long time ago. And whatever happened is that, so I guess someone moved in and, started doing the whole Phyrexian monsters thing. We've been dealing with this for a long time. So I thought to myself, where could they be coming from? What could be causing them? And they could only be coming from one location. If they're coming from underneath the five stratums, they'd have to be coming from there. Please don't tell Gavion I told you that. It was supposed to be a secret.
Cauldon.
The only problem is
breathes.
getting there.
I have a spark. Can that do it?
Maybe. Although you might miss and end up falling off the edge of the world. Without a precise location, if I understand how planeswalkers work.
How can I get a precise location?
Do you know anyone who's been to the underside of the step? Or do you know anyone who knows how to get to the bottom of the step?
I do, don't I? I don't want to talk to her.
Who?
Ah!
Who did you have in mind?
Heorte herself. She's a fucking avatar of secrets. Without be getting another avatar involved.
Do you want that?
No. There's only one other person.
Do you say this aloud to the Malgon and Albia or Mullen?
I say Rosine could get me an audience with the Dwarven Council. If anybody would know, they would. And also, Seren might.
I only have one divination left. Let me use it for my next question I have right now.
Oh, well, if you have a question now, then use it for
No,
you.
keep going. I'm really interested in what's happening right now. I don't know if you see me having a party over here. This is great.
Yeah. So there's two paths Cauldon has. Go find Rosine to get an audience with the Council of Gavion. See if they would let him into the sixth step. Or eat. Hey, Mullen.
Yeah?
I don't want to break time any more than I should.
Honestly, at
How
this
hard
point...
is it to enter my own thoughts?
What are you... Oh, I knew it was a good idea to pick you up. Out of any of the other ones, out of all the thousands I passed up on.
How hard would it be for me to connect to my own thoughts?
Well, if the other you, the creepy one, has the same relationship to the other Cauldons as you do, it's possible to go both ways.
That's how he knew where they all were. Which means there has to be a way that I can do it for him.
I'll try to see if I can whip up something. Worst case scenario, he would know where you are.
I should probably be at full strength for this, shouldn't I?
Maybe.
I gather up everybody.
Yep. More time.
When the three of you come in, I go, I am going to do something really stupid.
Ah, just like the other Cauldon.
Just like the other Cauldon.
Yeah.
Albeit in Americans unison.
What is it you have in mind?
Basically, as it's been revealed to me, there is a sixth step. Basically, for a sixth avatar of Toxiq. Cauldon divulges the history of Toxiq, that there's 5 avatars. They're the ones who created the plane. They each built their own stratum. The stratums are named after them. Their magic when creating these stratums opened up to the multiverse, and that's how people accidentally end up here. The one we're on, Heorte, is the Black Man avatar. She's known as the Avatar of Secrets. And so she does a bunch of, she knows everything. Mullen, who's currently in the Crystal, with Crystal Cauldon, has informed Cauldon that the step that Holmes is referring to is probably the 6th step. And that whoever is down there is the Phyrexian who is trying to become an avatar of Toxiq. Cauldon's plan is to do what Phyrexian Cauldon's been doing. Connect to his thoughts to find out where he is, because he's probably on the 6th step. It would give him a location so that the 6 of us could planeswalk down there. But he would know where we're at.
And he would know you're coming. I have to say, Cauldon, it is a risky plan, but that is par for the course for your kind.
I'm smarter than the other ones, though.
Which means that you've slightly calculated a higher potential risk. All the things the same, if you're going to planeswalk down there, I'd like to stay amongst the land of the living. If you all die, someone's going to need to defend these people.
I completely agree. The invasion happens in what, 2 days?
Which means now's the time to strike.
Or we use this time to get prepared. When the sixth step is emptying out, we make an attack for him. We strike at him when he's alone.
How far away is this bottom stratum?
I don't know. I've never been there. Didn't even know it existed until a couple hours ago.
Hear me out. Well, no, that wouldn't work.
I'm open to ideas. I want it to be clear. This is a shot in the dark.
Literally.
If we're trying to find him, and we need to do it quietly, I do have the spell Locate Creature. I would be able to sense him within 1,000 feet. But like, that's us having to go deep into the Dwarven Deep, and then turning on the "Where's the creature" button.
Yeah, trust me, the distance between the stratums is more than 1,000 feet, but it's not a bad idea.
Okay.
So we don't even have to get directly to him. You just need to get relatively close.
The problem is I don't know what's down in the mines of Gavignon. We could be walking right into one of their strongholds.
I might know someone who's been there before. Another
Albia, or is that Albia or Mullen?
Albia.
Who?
His name's Tybir. He was on a strike team a couple of months ago. Apparently they all returned back alive. Loxodon fellow.
Fuck!
I'm going to get my wish.
Out of character. Fuck. In character. I mean, who was on the strike team?
Oh, a couple others. An elf, a human, himself, and I think that one of you might have been there. If I'm remembering everything correctly. It's always so hard with everything so concurrent.
I look into the crystal and I talk to other me. Were you ever on a strike team that went into Gavillon's? Okay, all right, that answers my question. Shit. He's been under the guise of taking people into the mines to complete them. God damn it. Who's this Tybir fellow? I gotta talk with him.
Oh, he's should be on the step. Right down the road, actually, a ways. Maybe we can get it before sunup.
Rest. Everyone get the full strength. We don't know what we're going into.
And I think that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Before we go, I'm so sorry. I still had that one thing I wanted to ask.
Oh?
To who?
Or to me?
I just wanted to use my last divination spell.
Oh, is that you've got a spell slot version?
Yeah.
Hey.
Bitch, she can double
And I
dip.
took it so I can get one for free, and I also took it as a spell, so I still have two level spells. So like,
Damn. All right, Seren, I see you.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask if it's in a thing, and she'll do this alone if that's because this all happens, and before she goes to bed, she's just gonna quietly look at the star map while she's in her like meditative state. She wants to think, what happens if she wants to know what happens if she were to take Merric home.
Make a sanity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Well, we'll have Danny's character at the beginning of the next session.
This is the best character to make a sanity save.
We just find her comatose.
Unless she rolls a 3.
That's a 7.
Almost
Oh,
as
shit.
bad as my nat 1.
Uh-oh. Oh,
I
no.
think I'll let you sit on this one for a bit. See y'all in 2
Ew.
weeks.
Wow.
It's gonna be a doozy. I can tell you that much.
Danny, don't you still have your wheel, right?
Can I roll my wheel?
I mean, it's a saving throw. Can you use wheel on it?
We say
Yeah.
wheel adds how much?
A D6?
All right,
I mean, it's your choice.
go ahead if you want.
I mean, because you're going to have to roll for it again after we finish a long rest anyway.
Do I have anything that can help?
Goes to a 9.
9.
Damn!
I think that's pretty good. A 9 is pretty great.
I was hoping you would roll high enough to get you at least to the, I was hoping you roll a 6 and that gets you to a 13 then. You have maybe a better chance. Oh, fuck.
We'll leave
Regardless.
the extraneous effects for later, but I can leave you with one word. Cataclysm.
Oh, no!
Have a good night, everybody. Who rewrote?
Good night! What? So none of the other, I will say is I've been looking at people who are live. None of the other D&D groups we usually raid are currently live, but we have.
We're also on an ad break right now.
Are we? Fuck.
Yeah, now we're back.
So, who are we gonna raid instead?
We have Otto Pix is doing a Magic the Gathering draft. Koro is playing Sons. Looks like he's playing Sons of the Forest. And then you got that TCG guy. They're just brewing.
They're brewing when.
Oh, they're brewing with Southernmost DM.
DM.
That sounds fun.
Who has been on one of our one-shots before.
All good stuff. Sounds like a good place to raid. Good place to raid.
Give me good feelings right now. Let's go raid someone fun.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
they're
having a
brewing
panic
Road
attack.
So, yeah, so
Zero.
Jasper-
They're brewing Luca.
Down to ruin.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So let's raid that TCG guy.
Yeah. Tell you.
All right, so we've got.
So if, oh god, that's gonna be on my mind all week.
9 seconds out.
Bye bye, everybody.
I love the trend of Danny consistently asking the questions she doesn't want the answer to. Let's go.
Oh my God.
All my characters have a bad habit of sticking their hands in the fire. Seren's always fucking touching something. Her wisdom's high enough, but it's overrun by her fucking curiosity.